Welcome back, everybody, as we now go into Chapter 6 of the Cloak of the Stars. There we go. And scene. Alrighty, there we go, everybody. Thank you very much. We did a bit of reruns last week because what's happening here, we've got everyone together. We actually do have a voice behind that tabaxi down below there. There's no camera this week, so we actually have the entire crew in. And from his trip to the Himalayas, hunting the abominable snowman, let me give you Butta, aka Bosco, as he's now back and with us. And
Thank you.
We have had to pull him in. For those that are actually up to date, cool. For those that aren't, I can't really begin to explain how we're getting today's episode. So the VODs are available on YouTube, and hopefully I've got in my little description down there, I think one of those buttons is clickable to go to YouTube. Because it's not yet Mishlov at YouTube. It's like 576854364325568 whatever, So that's my at YouTube. But so hopefully the link is down there. I will be making sure it is. That has all the episodes to now. Also, their highlights. I've kept them. I don't know how many highlights I'm allowed to keep, but currently all the episodes are highlighted as well in my video library for watching another. But that being said, Bosco's character was left at the Elven village just before all this chaos happened, right? I'm just taking my smoking jacket off now. All right, so how does he get here? Well, hey, hold on. We got this covered. After the group went to explore the cave, one of the Elven scouts had noticed the last hobgoblin chief and his army moving through the woods towards the direction of the cave. Realizing a trap may be happening, the Elven Scout, with Bosco and two other Elven Scouts, with their awesome ability to move super fast through the woods, including a halfling, just going to put that out, went bolting to warn the party about this ambush that was going to happen. As they get close to the cave, the giant shooting star goes whipping over their heads, taking down treetops and melting snow and sizzling and all that shit. And they're like, well, fuck, that's something. So Bosco and one of the Elven Scouts ends up running towards the shooting star. At the other time, the other two Elven Scouts are heading towards the cave. So that being said, there's now the legit reason of our friend Bosco being pulled into this battle. And yes, Hot Goblins is all you need to know. I think Siren might be working on the t-shirts. That being said, Bosco, let's hear about who Bosco is that's going to be showing up to this chaos.
Okay, I'm Butta, playing Bosco Empty Barrel, a son of a brewer. The whole family brews nonstop. That's his aspiration or inspiration is brewing.
Aspiration.
But he's a friend of the elves, very nature influenced ranger. Good halfling. He's trying hard, but so far everybody else in the party has showed him up.
Hey, I don't know. You watched the first episode, not a single arrow hits you.
That's true.
Including the monk with the highest AC gets hit. Right? So, you had that luck branch up your ass. Not like you had a healing potion up your ass, but you had I'll leave it right there for suppository moments.
So, he's really hoping to show the party that there's more to him than what they've seen so far.
And that moves us across to the next member in the party, Kavina, played by Sheila Bobby. Sheila Bobby, a little bit about yourself and your character. Oh, and one thing, by the way, Butta, you might want to do your little salute to, I see both Puma and Geek Dice are in chat as well. Alrighty. So now to you, Sheila.
Part I'm not very good at. Hi, I'm Sheila. So, I play a wood elf ranger, and I have an adorable crash panda or raccoon named Pie, who likes cookies. And
Out of cookies.
who's out of cookies? It's so tragic. We need cookies.
And then we move to the silent one, named Vitrabbit, who is playing an entire class that shouldn't exist in this land. The race and the class aren't native to this continent. But he is a tabaxi, a cat-like race, and he is also a character class version of the monk. So let's hear more about Wind and Vitrabbit.
I'm Vitrabbit. I like video games. I like to read.
Oh, that's new.
No. We got that last time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Wind is pretty easygoing. Sometimes he gets obsessed with things because he's, a cat. But yeah, he's known most of these people.
Understatement.
Curious. And impulsive, maybe? Can we say after that last encounter, we don't need to attack this? Oh, it growled at us. We got to attack it.
Oh, I
He
told
growled
him
at my friends.
That was the best part. He was hidden. It didn't even see
And I was the
him.
one. I was. He would never have known I was there.
Yep, he's like, oh, you growled at my friends. I ain't going to take that. Alrighty, and then we call to Lisa Fiona.
Sorry, I'm putting on chapstick. And my lips are real
Actually,
dry.
I think I said the name, or I said it fast enough that it sounded like I said the name. You know, eh?
Close enough. It's like Lily.
Lily.
Wow,
Lily.
Said it right. It sounded right. It sounded good enough. You know, you had that Canadian twang. It's kind of hot.
Canadian twang. Eh?
Hi, I'm Siren. I think y'all know me. I make dick jokes and I stream here on Twitch.
Lugnut's in the chat too. Look, I overspoke Siren for you, Lugnut. I hope you know that. No, Siren, sorry. I'll let you continue.
Who overspoke? Wait, what?
I overspoke you because I saw Lugnut in the chat because I didn't notice he was there.
Hi, Lugnut.
Hey.
You sound pretty useful. Like you could fix things. I don't know where I get that idea from. Tools and stuff. Lily is she's a shit show of whatever the fuck she wants to do is the best way. If there's a button to push, she wants to push it. She don't give a fuck what the consequences are. Yeah, I mean, she was not gonna fight the dire bear. Like, she's not that stupid. But if there's a button to push, she wants to push it.
Righty then. I got this all. Derpy derps.
Need I remind you about the fireball thing? Just saying.
What about the fireball? I didn't do shit to that fireball.
No, luckily we had an inspiration, so it didn't go off.
It was a fire seal, and I had it, but everyone's like, you know what? Can you not? And I'm like, but I have to. Big bada boom. I might have blown us all up by a giant, huge fireball breaking a seal. I thought, dude, like, that was the roll. I had this. The fucking dice screwed me. I had this.
Alrighty, so let us now continue here. Hopefully you guys have got this inside your. It's still shared. Our current map. And it probably is revealed better if I... There it is. The false back has been revealed. Not Nickelback, we won't allow that to happen. But the false back. The false backing. So yes, this here... Okay, it's a little... Ooh. I got this. There we go. I keep clicking on one thing that covers up the other thing, so I can't see the other thing, and those are exact words. The things. Seriously? What's all
The
about?
thunder map.
Thunder maps. Oh!
Thunder
Sorry.
Falling stars. Is that the map I want?
That's the map. Yeah.
Is it?
There we go. Let's get this going more
Big bada
here.
boom.
And
Big,
oh,
big
this
boom.
is cool. Let me go to the combat tracker. Whoops. Let's hide what's on that combat tracker from the audience. And look, there's
Killing shit.
Butter. Where is Butter? Let's add Butter to our list. Bang, there he is. He's in the combat. That's good. I mean, you know. And, oh my god, boop, we've just dropped him onto the map. Now, lock tokens is on now. But we're putting you here. And I'm going to grab an NPC. No, that's an encounter. I don't want an encounter. I just want an NPC. Let's put down an archer. Archer. There we go. This is how easy Fantasy Grounds is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look, there's an archer. Grab the shield, drag it, drop it, boom, it's in the combat. We're done. That's not a poke at Roll20 in any way whatsoever. Okay, so that archer we're going to change to a friend, and we're going to place that archer, boop, right. Ooh, she's kind of hot. You got a hot archer there. All right, you got the archer with you. As you guys, and she's got better hit points than all you guys. All right, anyways.
She's the twin.
You see, you guys have got the backup. Alrighty.
Are you saying all elves look alike?
Oh my god. Whoa, that's a racist comment right there.
How do I make her bigger so that I may see of the hotness?
Oh, if you scroll over, you can zoom in, but don't zoom the mouse right over top of her, because that'll cause her to spin.
Oh, what? Don't spin her?
Woo! You spin my archer right round, baby, right round like an archer would.
Visuela, where's Hottie Girl?
Yeah, where's Hot? Hey, is she on the map? Is Visuela here? Yes, she is. She is.
Visuela's on the map.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Hot Elf.
He's
not
just
Visuela. Visuela
he's
is
just
kinda-
below that. He's just below that.
Oh, she is a cutie. So you're saying I can't spin her?
Oh.
It won't let me spin
Oh,
her.
because I'm God. I think that's why I got the
Can
spinning.
you ungod, please?
Nope.
Oh, she's a cutie.
Nope. Hey, elegant. Hello. All these people. Alrighty. So, as we last left it, that jet of fire that is streaming out of the.
Not my fault. I didn't do it.
Hey, I've turned off. You cannot see my mouse. How did I not have that happen? Give me a second. Ba-ba. Properties. For scaling, capture rate, capture cursor. Capture cursor. Do you guys see a cursor on stream now? Every time I go to click on it, I hide myself. Oh, hey.
Mislav, did you tweet out tonight's stream or?
I actually did tweet my stream out. I did get that part right.
Why am I not seeing it? I
hope
just want to
did.
retweet you, yo.
Did I not? Everyone's like,
There's a tweet.
there is a tweet? Thank
I
you.
retweeted it.
There we go. I see it now.
Thank you. Alrighty. Now we've got everything working. I got this figured out. Don't see any lemon shops or what? Waffles. Black art, hello. Alright, there we go, guys. So, and let me just. So, that being said, the stream of fire that was coming out of that engine was temporarily stopped by Siren, who used
Heyo.
an ice attack to briefly heat and cool the metal, creating a bit of molten metal that fell in on itself, plugging the hole as it was reheated by more heat, causing a buckling effect, and a few little shapes were coming off of this cylinder that the fire was coming at. And the metal was going a cherry color as we last left it. Inside, wind had just gotten in through a door that was under that arc of fire, which is not there yet, but I don't have the means to make that arc of fire disappear from my map, unfortunately. If I had thought ahead of time, I could have actually made it a separate layer, but anyways. But Wind did get himself inside, as he was concerned about, yes, are there people inside, because this definitely looks like it could hold people, this weird item that has fallen from the sky. That, and it should be stated, that his sword was making some vibration noises the closer this thing got, and then when it hurtled past him overhead, it got less as it went away from him, making him realize that somehow his dad's sword somehow knew about this coming. So Stitch finally made it to the planet. I love that comment. It's like, yeah. Stitch Lego. Oh my God, Stitch Lego.
Oh, most of my stitches are packed up now, so we gotta make do with what we got.
No. Alrighty. So that being said, this round, term we all love to hear is going to be initiative, because that panel suddenly erupts, and you literally see the metal come flying off, and a pair of flaming hands grab each end of the broken hole, and this gigantic fire elemental starts pulling itself out of the cylinder now.
Hashtag nope.
Maybe they have cookies for pie in the ship. We were talking about that. They'd be like those Viva Puff things, the marshmallow puff ones, that if they were in there, right? You know that's what it would be in there. So, everybody, if you'd like to roll initiative, including you, because Wind, even though you're just inside the ship, when this metal panel popped off, and you heard the hissing of steam and all that, and you didn't have an explosion like you were worried about, explosions, that's so sci-fi. An elemental is just broken free from its containment system.
I'm not gonna lie, the fire elemental bothers me much less than the explosion.
As basically this thing is now erupted. It is a good 12 to 15 feet big type of thing coming out there.
Well, I'm glad one of us is not getting fucked here.
It's Bosco. Everybody, I just showed up. Woo, initiative, I rock. But I gotta get all the way over there.
I mean, to be fair, so far we're all going before the fire elementals, so...
That's all that matters. Oh, and face swell up. Alrighty, I got it too.
I'm glad I picked a nice spell.
And Argon.
Oh, you mean Daddy? What was I calling him? Daddy, Master? I think I was calling his ass Master. Fuck if I remember. Hey, keep all my men straight, okay?
Well, hopefully you can keep your men straight. Oh!
I don't know.
They all go gay
Swing
afterwards. You know,
both ways.
once you had Siren, you just go gay afterwards.
He's an orcish submissive. Who do you think he's submitting to here?
Oh, God. Alrighty, so that being said, Bosco, you're showing up. You see the silhouette of at least two people you recognize. Three if you remember Fasuela, which I think you would. But and effectively they're lit up a lot more by this easily seen no matter what lighting conditions. By the way, for the record, it is the evening. There's still normal light around. And if need be, there's plenty of fire here. Just gonna put that out there.
So he sees good
guys,
and stuff.
on, ladies.
So, I see this guy to the back right, and I don't know him. I don't trust him. I'm gonna run up here at full speed.
Okay. What is your little movement? How much does your little
25. But you can do double, right?
Yep. Yep. That's
run.
all you is doing.
That is all I'm doing.
All right, there you go.
I need to assess this situation.
No problem. And I take it you could still be pulling your weapon. You probably had your weapon out before you came, which would have been
The bow and arrow.
The bow and arrow?
The longbow.
And for those other people in my off-stream campaign, at least these guys have their armor and weapons, right? Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, they woke up without their gear and equipment, and crap was happening. So they were running around literally in their underwear. Of course, the barbarian's okay, but you know. Okay, so
I fought a lot of battles naked, and I was very successful in the past.
the worst part is I cannot deny that statement. Alrighty, so actually now you're going to hear the ding for your turn as I actually did your turn. And hey, you've done it. So next. Righty. Alrighty. You hear Morgan say to you, Kavina, behind you, before he puts his arms around your waist, do you resist?
Like him.
I don't like him! You don't think this is probably a cute little hug, you know, but...
Sure, I won't resist.
Alright, he flips you around and stands in front of you.
Okay.
And that's his action. As he quickly jumps to protect you guys.
You big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
What? My Twitch is being deep. I'm not saying myself as loud.
Meanwhile, Wind is just showering in that raining flame juice.
Kavina, it is now your action.
So, do I have an idea of what he was doing?
Define.
Like, was he just, like, stepping in front of me?
Yeah, basically, he's now put himself in between you and the creature.
Okay. Okay.
Remember, he could have been the Old Spice character class, but, you know, the gentleman. But, alright.
the big fire thing, that's it's really big.
It's really
Hey, do we know this thing's a bad guy yet?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't.
Have you ever seen that Walt Disney Fantasia? And you remember the mountain and that thing that opens up in the mountain? We all, any goth kid knows that scene. But I'm just saying, he just kind of did the Hall of Mountain King kind of emerging from this giant cylinder of metal that looks like it just contained his size if you see how big he is. Oh, by the way, I want to point out that there are 3 other of those cylinders all around. 1 right beside him and 2 on the other side.
Oh, let's not piss this fucker off. I'm looking at you, Wind.
Actually, from my understanding, you can't see me right now.
Nope, he's just inside the building.
I'm giving you the stink eye, and you can. I'm giving it so hard that you get like we have this bond, and you just get this feeling of stink eye just coming your way, like oh.
You don't even know why. Oh, actually, I did describe that you popped you would have peaked the sound since you didn't explode. Christopher Walken, your DM. We're gonna just watch. All right, sorry. And what would you like to do, Kavina?
I don't want to make it angry if it's not a bad person.
Would you like to hold your action?
Yeah, I'll hold my action until it does
A hostile act?
Yes.
And
I
your
have my
action
bow
is
ready, just in
bow?
case.
You got it. With the wooden arrows, right? When you just start emphasizing parts about your equipment, right? Alrighty. So you are holding your action. Lily!
Hey yo, that's me, guys. I got the ding ding. I had it turned up today. Usually I have my system sounds turned off so I don't hear my ding. I think I'm probably gonna move to the side of Kavina, but probably still behind Master. Because if anyone's getting hit with big bada boom flame, it's that motherfucker. So I'm gonna move over there. And gosh, we really don't know what the fuck's going on with this thing, so I definitely am not gonna.
It does look pissed, but then again, how often have you seen a creature comprised of mostly fire with embers of black coals that
Dude, he just
represent
has resting
eyes?
bitch face. Can I run some detect magic up on that?
Again, with the detect magic, it's just going to allow you to see magic in a general area. And if I remember right, did you not have that up when you came here?
I probably did. I don't know.
I'm just gonna. We're just gonna.
she did.
I'm just.
I
So
think
in
she
other
did.
words, it would show up that yes, there is a slight magical nature, but actually not that strong because he's just an elemental, which is just his normal thing. But yes, there would be some magical energies about him just because of his nature. But that's
Is this a creature we've come across before
No.
as an elemental? So we just see big boom fire guy and we're like, can I like wave to him and say hi, hello?
I don't have that feature anymore, Sheila.
I couldn't remember.
I roll to seduce.
I rolled to seduce. I don't think I can seduce fire,
So
but I
would you
definitely
like to
wanna,
hold an
like,
action?
Conversate with him.
Do you want to try and talk to him?
I do want to try and talk to him.
Alrighty. What do you say? You shout, I guess.
I would like to shout, mean you no harm. We're here to help. God, I hope he speaks Ing, Elf, Wolf, whatever the fucking languages I know are. I don't speak fire. Doot doot, yeah, I tell him doot doot. and
Now,
he's
of course,
like,
people in my channel can know what he said, but the rest of the adventuring party doesn't know unless they cheat and look at my channel.
I have your channel, but it's too small to see. My eyes are good, they are not that good. Well,
But
shit.
you
What
basically,
language
he
did
talks
just
to you.
speak?
He talks to you, and his talk sounds like picture 5 or 6 logs on a fire snapping and crackling, and then the hisses that you would get from sap in the wood, kind of. So you got the hisses and the crackling of wood, and then the burn, and all this kind of crunching sound, and they're forming different sounds. You really don't think that's a normal language? It makes perfect sense coming from him.
I'm staring at him really confused right now. But is he doing anything? Is he making any motions?
He
or
looks
anything?
like he's basically, because you've just started talking, he's talking back to you as he's pulling himself out. Like, he's not fully out yet, meaning his initiative hasn't happened. But from a roleplay point of view, he's just he's got no legs to pull out. But you know what I mean? Like, he's just emerging and taking in his environment and speaking as he's coming out. And his arms are going out like this. And they might be coming back.
I think I'm not gonna take that as threatening. Waffles. Yep. I'm gonna. Kavina's next to me. I'd like to ask her what she thought.
Would you like to hold an action in reserve like Kavina is? You see, Kavina's got her bow ready, and if you ever remember, like, Lord of the Rings, that guy that was on the little tower with the bow, All right, I just pictured that now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an auction. I'm gonna hold an auction reaction. I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna hold just in case, and this is only if he attacks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my action with my ice cantrip, my Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost? That might be a good call. Why not your
but
Firebolt?
But not in a way that he sees that I'm steadying my weapon. I want to look like...
Okay, this is a cool thing. If you go to your spell right now, if you just go, we go to your character sheet and we go to your actions. We go Ray of Frost and we click on the little shield. It tells us the components for that spell are verbal and somatic, which is hand motions and small little chanting. So please illustrate how you are getting ready to cast a spell without it looking like you're casting a spell.
Well, it doesn't take that long to cast it, though.
Pardon?
so I mean, I don't.
But
have
then
to
again, if
test
you
it.
think about it, it's the equivalent of person nowadays. They're pointing a gun at the person because they're not too sure. You're getting the spell ready because you're not too sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're going defensive, but... Because, yeah, it's verbal and somatic for that ability.
I'm speaking really quiet.
And the hands are just kind of just... Alrighty, so you are readying that in case this goes south.
Yeah.
Speaking of south, how about some south winds? Ha! See what I did there?
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to look at them. Look at it. Look at the fire elemental. Look at them. Look at the fire elemental. Do a few dice rolls of my own.
It looks pissed off!
And then I'm going to proceed further into the ship.
Okay. By the way, the interior of the ship, not only has it been bent and twisted by the impact, I hate to give a modern day reference, but to help you out, do you know how roomy a Second World War submarine was?
Roomy is not a word I would use to
Yeah,
describe.
exactly. That's what it was before the hallways and that twisted. You've actually got turning, you got the little wheel gauges, you've got gears, the doors seem to be oval-like in certain areas, and the worst part is, you think it was designed, like, you know, a 5 foot, almost 6 foot tall regular humanoid makes the doors 7 feet or whatever. These doors are actually about 5.5, almost 6 feet in height.
There's some little aliens.
The little grays, don't you know it? It's Stitch. This is his ship. No, it's like
True. I'd believe that.
Also,
If
you
Stitch
do
shows up
notice
in
there is some writing on the metal. It seems to be done in the Dwarven font, but you're not too sure if it's actually Dwarven written on the walls. And it's weird because basically you've got a little icon of sorts, like a hieroglyph of some sorts, and then there is one word written in Dwarven, but instead of just being like 5 or 6 letters, it takes up the whole length, goes a little bit onto the next line, and then there's a space, and then there's another one. Like, the words on average are 6 syllables long.
Space.
All right.
It's their best.
So, do you wish to go forward into this wreckage? You said. That's what you're doing? You're moving in?
Yes.
All right. The corridor will take you, if you look at the map, to here, upon which you've effectively got a T-junction.
Okay.
There's a lot of damage, breaking stuff. The corridor that heads to, basically you figure the left and right are actually just rooms, and the corridor continues forward beyond those 2 rooms.
All right. How would you say I've only used 5 of my movement?
Correct. Actually, no, double it, because this is very difficult terrain you're going through. So it'd be 10 that you've done in one 5-foot square.
Okay.
Unless you've got bullshit that can cover that. I don't think you do.
Not yet.
No, not yet. I got you. You got you.
Actually. No, I don't have it yet. Are there doors on either side? Or are they
they're
open?
they look like there were doors, but the warping and impact caused one to pop open, and the other one is badly crushed and broken. The one on your left is crushed and badly broken. The one on your right, the door looks like it popped open. And there's damage and debris. There's a lot of clutter in there. The light goes from pitch black to bright, like you're being blinded by flickers and flashes. There's some of those ropes that are hanging that somehow electricity, like lightning attacks, are kind of sparking out of the bottom of these plasticky these leather-like ropes that are hanging. Try my best not to sound like modern day shit.
Would I would be familiar with lightning and conductivity?
Yes. You know that if it touches you, it's bad. You know if it touches water, it's bad. I wouldn't necessarily know about the metal, per se, because you may not have experienced it not walking around in armor.
Right. Which is the question.
Water, you know. Lightning hitting water, a lot of fish float up.
That's bad.
No water.
True.
Just lantern oil, as you guessed it is. You're kind of ankle deep in this highly flammable lantern oil.
That's fantastic.
At any moment, one stray fire spark could light the entire area up.
Which is why I'm here to try and save people.
Big bada boom.
Not to mention oil on your white fur. I'm being so cruel to you. You got blood. You got tar. You're just coated, dude. Sorry.
I'm going to look through the door with that looks like it was
Popped open?
Popped open.
That is on your right.
Okay.
The door that is opened up on your right has some sort of metal sarcophagus in it.
Why do they have dead people?
It just looks like a giant metal, like, sarcophagus kind of thing. It does have a narrower space at the bottom, and then it extends upwards, and it's wider, a little bit wider at the top, like a coffin would be, but it's got no corners to it. It's nice and round, and it's also at an angle. It's not like it's like somebody's leaned it against the wall instead of and stayed leaned against the wall even despite the crash. So maybe it's attached to the wall at an angle. Weird. You think there was another sarcophagus beside it, but if there was, it's got a giant piece of metal that's stabbing right through that sarcophagus, and there's broken bits and sparks, and there's some kind of weird shapes at the broken part where the giant metal piece went right through it. And that's about it. I can allow you one quick glance in the other direction, which is that will need a perception roll, and then that would be your action done unless you wish to move more. Remember, this is just 6 seconds.
I know, but I'm fast.
22. There doesn't. Okay. The other one looks okay. The other room that's badly damaged has got boxes and metal kegs, like things that look like kegs that are round and tapered at the top and bottoms, just like a keg would be, but it's metal. You notice that some of them have more of these hieroglyphs on them. They seem to be like a little like triangle hieroglyph that seems to have little rounded corners to it, and there's a little fire symbol inside of that little triangle on those barrels sitting in the oil. You think the oil might actually be leaking from some of those barrels.
All right. I'm going to move further down the T-junction.
Alrighty. 1, 2. You can get to about there, and that will be it. You notice that there is a door closed ahead of you. I'll let you be. It's only 5 feet ahead of you is a closed door with one of these little hatch things on it.
Okay. And how many feet would you say I've moved?
I would say that you have moved your 30 at this point.
I have 40.
I know, you have 40, so you have another. You could move right up to the door if you want.
I'll move right up to the door.
Alrighty. There you go. And that will be it.
All right.
Bang! Face Swilla! Alright. And she readies her bow. Because no one else is shooting. She's kind of paused. She's got that look at, why aren't you guys shooting? But she thinks you guys might know something she doesn't, so she's not shooting either. Archer runs and kind of gets up to your area, Bosco. And she too readies a bow, and then kind of wonders why you guys aren't shooting at the giant elemental. Bang! The elemental.
Dun dun dun.
Hey everybody, would somebody like some tea? I've just got a kettle boiling over here. No, he doesn't.
Whoa. Don't get me excited like that. I would love some fucking warm tea right now. I'm cold.
Alrighty. He swoops down and just flies into you guys. You guys are surrounded and engulfed in flame.
Is he ready? Good,
But
because I'm cold.
that's where it's heading. But of course, the camera pauses right here as you suddenly see him go. Woo! Yeah, he's definitely looking hot. He looks like he might want to. He could be friendly. He looks like he's coming to hug Sheila.
How? With or without the tea and crumpets?
Without the tea and crumpets, and still entirely on fire.
Does he have cookies?
No.
Sheila might not appreciate this.
So everyone that's held in action now has the ability, in initiative order, to react. So that would be Bosco. You didn't have any actions held because you just did your double-double to get there.
That's correct.
When I said double-double, did anyone else think coffee? I'm just...
Oh God, I need coffee.
All right. And then next is Morgan. I'm amazing and all, right, guys? But, you know, there's only so much amazing this guy's got. Drop it. He hits. His light crossbow goes off.
He shot at our new friend?
Well, it's about to engulf him in hugs of death.
He doesn't know fire will hurt us.
And you basically see the crossbow bolt go in, and it flies through the creature, but
It's
takes
fire.
some of the
How
creatures...
do you think it's gonna do?
The crossbow bolt flies through the creature, and it gets engulfed in fire itself, but it takes part of that creature's fire away with it. As it goes flying through him and hits the ground, as the creature seems to have taken damage. This is the only way one could roleplay the fire elemental, if you think about it. His crossbow bolt, engulfed inside the creature, caused it some discomfort and damage as the bolt burning goes flying through him and smashes to the ground. But it did seem to take a partially resisted attack. It didn't seem to do as much as you expect, but you've never really seen a crossbow bolt launched into a creature of elemental fire before, so this is kind of new. And then next in that list is Kavina. Kavina, you had your action held.
I would like to shoot him.
You may do so too.
Sorry, I have to get my windows all.
Your shot goes off. Basically, your shot goes a little high as it's up on the engine area. You're ready to shoot, but it kind of flies and goes down a little lower, so your shot just kind of flies over him as it goes on. Lily. Dead eyes. I like. There we go. We got the image right there for us. Fire.
I'm really torn. I'm staring at Kavina right now for some input.
God! Kavina's about to shoot.
I'm panicking. There's panic on the face.
All right. Well, I guess you just want.
I'm afraid of fire. I don't want to be burned.
All right. I guess I'll shoot a ray of frost at his ass, and if he wanted to be friends, I guess we're not friends anymore. Fuck me.
He does look very hostile in his outwardly wanting to occupy the same space as
He
these
has
people.
resting bitch face. He can't help it. All right, I am gonna drop some ray of frost up on his ass. Okay?
You got it.
I feel bad about this. I have a look of like, I'm sorry, but motherfucker, I gotta help my friends on my face.
You hit. What is his armor class?
I don't think he has an armor class. He's fire. He would have burned it up.
And you just see he takes full damage from your ability.
I'm sorry.
He takes the ice damage.
Is there steam coming out of him?
Yeah, there is some steam kind of coming out of him.
Can this be used to make the tea that he promised
No.
us in the beginning?
No, it won't, unfortunately. No tea for you. No, there was no tea. That was just a joke. The DM was being silly, but yes.
I'm really stuck on it. I need this tea.
She hit something. Sorry. She's got the best, you know. And how many times did you miss last time? Alrighty. Bang. And she's got 2 attacks.
In a hallway.
She's got 2 attacks that she can get off with this.
You can't shoot an arrow in a hallway. You've got no business shooting an arrow.
You didn't do her sneak attack.
Who's sneak attack?
Sirens. Someone's within 5 feet of him.
Yes, he's about to be engaged with that person. So that is true, and we did allow it for ray-based projectiles. So Siren, you get to add more dice, like roll your sneak attack dice. Thank you very much.
That's dice.
That is once again VitRabbit, aka my rules lawyer in my pocket. Bing, working for you.
Well, it didn't do us much good.
How much did you do? Is it just 1 or 2 dice you have to roll for your sneak attack at this point?
Is it? I don't know.
Should be on your sheet of character.
Where do I look at?
But I'll look.
Where's it at on? Is it on the main sheet or?
It should be under your abilities.
Sneak attack. 1d6. It's the I think it's 4th. It goes up.
I'm looking
You're just
right
checking? Because it might be 2 die right now.
Right now it is 2d6.
That's what it says. We got another die 6 on there.
Alright. Well, fuck, you know. Couldn't do worse than 2.
Never say that. Never say that.
Never say that.
Never say
There's
that.
always a 1.
There is, and I'll roll the fuck out of it.
Oh.
3 to 4, you know, that's above half. I'll take it. Fucking our new friend up, my bad.
There we go. Whoom! Apparently you are.
Okay, there's 2 more, so we have a chance to make a friend. I want a pet elemental.
My pet elemental. La da 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 da. Oh, she's already done her full move, so the other person. So now we get to the elemental. Now he was coming down, and this barrage of attacks came down. So he comes down, but instead of coming to stop here, he's stopping here for some reason. As he doesn't like you.
Me?
Which is nice thing is, Kavina, he's fire. When he flies, he's going to go through our buddy here, and then he's going to end up in front of her at the end of his attack.
I didn't mean to piss you off.
Oh, he's pissed off.
You're hurting my friends.
You can see the fire in his eyes. Oh, yeah.
I did that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I made mistakes.
But as that happens, our friend Morgan uses his evasion.
Is he gonna evade my ass the fuck out of here?
And it's a dexterity save throw. It's half damage. He takes. And this thing's thingy. He's got his thingy out. Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Fire form. Enters the creature's sting. What? Oh. Apparently evasion's useful. But he hasn't. First time it enters a creature's space on a turn, that creature takes damage and catches fire. It doesn't get a saving throw. Well, so much for that one. Waboom. Alrighty. Morgan has taken some damage. And he's on fire.
Oh. Can I start blowing on him?
I'm sorry, it's all the Joico product in his hair.
Can we just like throw a rug over his ass or something? Stop, drop, and roll!
Apparently that's what you have to do. You have to spend an action to actually do something like that. And there's lots of snow around, or else you will continue to take burning damage as you burn alive.
Part of me thinks he can figure that out on his own. Part of me wonders if he really can.
Oh, and that was his move. He is now going to attack with his hands. He's got 2 touch attacks. So he's reaching out to touch you, baby. Touchy, touchy.
Was he touching? Is he touching?
He's giving you a bad touch.
Oh, what? Who's touching me? Don't touch me.
He misses. And his second attack. He hits. So you dodge the one, and then his fiery hand slaps you. There's no real physical sensation.
I just got elemental bitch slapped.
There's no physical impact that you feel. You just feel the sensation of your head was just put through fire.
Dick, and he's no longer my friend. Showing him the middle finger equivalent of whatever we know.
As you are hit, and you're on fire now too.
Oh, fuck my life.
As anything flammable on you is starting to burn.
I'm gonna be naked soon then, huh?
I need the ratings. I'm
I'm
sorry,
gonna
we're in the
have to
halfway
roll.
point of the season. We need more ratings. Okay, so you have to be naked. You know, it's in the contract.
No, but it's Daenerys style, not the book, the TV show. Where somehow only her clothes burns off, but
Not
her
her hair.
is okay.
Yeah, in the book, hair was gone too.
In the book, hair gets fried off too, and no eyebrows. But
Spoilers.
it's,
Spoilers.
If you haven't,
it's in the first fucking.
I was about to say, if you haven't
I'm
got to.
not reading it yet.
It's not that big of a spoiler.
You just spoiled it for me now.
And we've now lost wind, everyone. Okay.
Dude, we're on season 7. If you haven't at least watched season 1.
Actually, we're
ready
beyond the
for
books.
I was
Right
talking
now.
about books. I haven't read the books. I'm not reading the books until the show is done and all the books are out.
It's only like in the first quarter of the first. It's not even that far in the first part.
It's like the first episode. No, sorry. No, it's not the first. Okay, so we are now back to Top of the Clock, which has taken the camera back to Bosco. Bosco, my friend.
First thing I'm going to do is, since I see this flame coming, cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Aha! Dun dun dun. Hunter's Mark. Oh
And
yeah.
I
By the way, everyone in my channel, that's what the image is called. That's what the players see. Isn't that cool? All right. Another thing, you know, how the players get to see one thing. It's a fantasy grounds thing, you know, not a Roll20 thing. Oh, sorry. All right, here we go. So, what is your action?
I went ahead and attacked with a longbow, and I rolled a 1.
And you did a fumble.
And I do have lucky. Is that just for...
Lucky, I do believe, is a reroll, is it not? And you have so many ticks of lucky.
I believe he has one
3.
tick.
No, 2.
3. You have a feat.
Actually, he's a halfling, and the halfling get a luck thing.
Something, but I don't think they get the full. I think the feat gets 3.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, okay, the fleet gets 3. I'm about to find out.
looking at it.
Abilities, lucky. Roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. You can re-roll that die and must use the new one. It's a trait that he has. And
All
it
right.
doesn't have a... I don't see a limit for the halfling. Rules lawyer, if you want to look into that, I do believe ones may not exist for him, or... When you roll a 1 to your attack roll ability, so you got to re-roll, and you have to accept whatever it is.
Does not specify.
Does not specify, so there we go. Hobbit bullshit. I mean, halfling. Halfling. All right. So there. But if you rolled a 1 on a 1, it's freaking fate, right? But you still miss, but it's not as bad. Again, you're shooting at fire. You were blinded for a second as you shot. Blinded by the light. All right, I will stop with bad 70s and 80s stuff. All right, all right.
After missing a shot, I'm going to take a couple steps back.
You're doing the math, going. Yeah, I think you were about there. You were saying you slip and slide a little bit on snow if that wasn't the right spot. All right, and that is your
that'll
move.
do it for me.
All righty. Alrighty. So, at this point, Morgan now he is going to be grabbing his short sword and multi-attack, blah blah blah. He's got bullshit. There's 3 attacks with his short sword. All right. He is going to effectively turn the. He's got his short sword, but he kind of flicks it more to the flat of the short sword. More just a cinematic effect, if there are any rules lawyers out there. But in his mind, he's going to swap more fire that way as he swings and attacks with his short sword at this elemental. He hits. He does damage. And then it will still be half damage because he's adding his sneak attack onto that. It's considered the same type of attack as the weapon that caused the sneak attack. Is that correct?
Yes.
And if he's got multiple attacks, it's only on the first attack for sneak attack?
Correct.
There we go. See? I got my maths. Wow. Alrighty. So that'd be on him. Alright, he attacks again. Hits. And then he attacks one last time as he's doing a flourish. Like he's doing a flourish and stuff. Alrighty. And he then collapses to the ground on purpose. His move action is to lift his feet up. And he kind of just falls onto the ground, and as a move action, he just starts kind of going with the flow. He's going to have to spend movement to get back up again, but that's what he's doing, is he's now basically getting rid of the fire effect that is happening on him.
It's commendable that he attacked before you decided to put out the fire.
I'm glad you noticed that. Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right, and...
The Old Spice man inside him.
Ding! Oops, we double clicked again. I think this mouse I have to replace because I think I've been watching where you click to do stuff. This mouse is double clicked so many times I'm starting to notice it now. So I have to go back to my other mouse again. All right, Kavina, it is now your action. Currently, you're not on fire. Your friend is, and that creature is right there. You could step back.
Question.
Throw snow in his face.
Obviously, I can't shoot him with my bow. I'm too close.
You can shoot at disadvantage.
Okay. How about my axe that's like on my belt? My hand axe. I'm gonna take that out and swipe at him.
If you drop the bow, is she able to draw and attack? I think you might.
Drawing the weapon is a free action.
It's free action, yes. So yeah. So basically, if you drop the bow, you can do that. Be able to take the axe out and attack. Yeah.
I can't just put the bow around me.
Damn it, Blackheart! Now I have a craving for peach cobbler and vanilla ice cream. Bastard.
Okay, so I'm hitting with the axe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Your bow is considered at your feet at this moment.
Okay, I was asking if I could put it around me, like.
That would be an action, unfortunately, to put it away. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be... Yeah, exactly. So your bow effectively is dropped. Whoom! And you swing, and you miss.
No second, okay? So.
And is that all?
If I back up, doesn't he have a...
He does. That is correct, yes. Yeah.
I won't move.
You got it. And... Your backpack, a small black nose, is sniffing. He's like poking your back to let you know the fire's out of control at the campfire. He definitely thinks that the campfire might be out of control from his point of view, which is just peeking out of the crack. There's so much fire going on. He's got that animalistic, I'm going to stay in here. He's just letting you know the campfire might be out of control. Lily?
I don't know. I kind of feel motivated to be the hard ass like master and attack before I fucking stop, drop, and roll. But I feel like I want to stop, drop, and roll first because fuck this shit. Am I on top of snow now? If I back
just
up
to let you know, Morgan is still going to take fire damage on the elemental's turn because it's a full action that is actually needed to roll and put out the fire. So effectively he's dropped to the ground, but he's still on fire, and then next round he can continue the rolling technique and get out of the fire. So he's actually taken an extra round of fire damage for you guys.
I feel like
If you
But
want
I'm
to do
really
it,
the only one fucking this dude up. That's my only thing is, like, I'm the only one who's got some ice action up in this motherfucker.
yeah,
and he's
and he
just
could
on
be a
fire.
prick and just step on you, and you're on fire again.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually move a little further away. Like, what's the distance? I think it's quite
Just
a
to
good
let you know, if you do move, you want to do an action to safely disengage, or else he might get a free
Bonus.
Oh, frick, rogue! Yes. Sorry, you have your bonus action, rogue. Thank you again, Vit Rabbit, Pocket Rules Lawyer. Thank you very much. Yes, you can use your bonus action to disengage safely, and then still be able to attack from a distance.
Or I can move after I attack.
Yes,
But
correct.
will that ruin my sneak attack if I move before, though?
Nope.
I guess it doesn't really matter when I
Correct.
move, because he can't go. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck it, I'm gonna attack this bitch. Like, I'm the only one fucking his ass up, and I guess if I have, like, singed clothes, it's not fucking with my hair, is it? If my hair's okay. If my hair burns the fuck off, I'm rage quitting.
And magically, you know, that half-elf blood in you, your hair's doing pretty good.
It's just my ass half that's on fire.
Yes, it's singe. No, that's already gone. Your ass stubble is gone. So remember, you woke up the next day and it was gone. All right.
No, I'm saying, like, the fire is like chest down right now, and my hair is not.
Correct. Yes. He didn't actually do a face swipe. He did a boob swipe. There we go.
He
Ratings week.
did a boob swipe.
Ratings week. All right.
He did not bitch slap me in the face. Shit. You know what? When I fire off a ray of frost, isn't that gonna melt some of this fire off my ass?
No, because you don't want to point it at yourself. Ooh, it's a little cool in here. If I put this pistol to my head, I can help ventilate myself.
I'm trying. All right, I'm gonna ray of frost this
Yep.
motherfucker. Fuck this bitch.
I would actually know it's a spell, which you get disadvantage. I would suggest do the move and then shoot.
Well,
just to
is
be
that
safe.
what's gonna give me my sneaky?
No,
poop?
spells aren't like ranged attacks.
No, they're not. Okay, then yeah,
Yeah,
you can shoot anytime then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Phew.
Oh.
Ray of Frost goes off.
Oh. Oh, bad. All right, I guess.
You
fuck
can move
that
30
shit.
feet.
I'm out. How far can this motherfucker move?
50.
Is this which one's the hot one? Which one? This is the hot one. I'm gonna go stand behind the hot one.
They're both hot one. That's it.
Bam! Get my ass away from this thing.
You got it. You can actually move 5 more feet. Would you like that?
I like that I'm kind of behind her. He can get to me either way.
Though he has taken a lot of damage from Sword Boy. Almost, more than he
Go,
took from
sword
you.
boy.
Alrighty. Wind!
I would like to. Okay, so first I'm gonna do the quick touch the door real quick to see if it's hot.
It is quite hot.
Do I have any water left in my water skin?
No, because you used it to douse the other one, so effectively that is gone.
I'm gonna take off my shirt.
Whoa!
You have a shirt on?
Whoa!
I have a shirt in my
I'm not the
bag.
first to
I'm gonna
get
take the
naked.
shirt out of my bag real quick.
It's like, wait, you have a shirt on? No, I'm gonna take the shirt out of my bag.
I think we need to keep this PG and keep my loincloth on.
Oh, snap dead eyes. All we need is earth, and we've got a party. Earth, wind, and fire. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god.
Alright, so my shirt would be right on top. So I'm just gonna lift that
Of
out
course.
and
It's
use
still
it
an
to
action.
shine up
It's
in
still
the
an
door.
action, though. It's still an action to grab your shirt from your backpack. So that's it. You basically get your shirt ready to open the door on the next round.
No, you said it's a. Describe the handle to me.
It's a round handle. It's basically the little round wheel like you'd have on a submarine oval door.
Is it spoked?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'll use my sword.
You pop the blade?
Not that sword. I'll use my other sword.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn, it's really sharp, isn't it? Yeah. It only had a few hit points, that handle. Yeah. Alrighty, so you use your regular sword to stick in and pry.
Yep.
No problem. The door, and there's a weird thing. As soon as you turn the door so much, you almost felt the door wanted to push towards you, but it's kind of still in the doorway.
Run away.
But that's what I'm saying. That was your action. The door is unlocked, but it looks like the door might be stuck, as if warpage has happened in the metal. As you ponder that, so
No, I'm leaving the ship.
give me a second. You're heading back out?
Yeah.
Is that right? 6 times 5.
No, I should be able to get all the way out because I got all the way there.
That's true, yeah.
And
Well,
then
you're
I'll
at the
use
doorway again.
And then I'll use my additional 30 feet to get to the fire elemental.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, hold on. And 5, 10.
No, I'm going behind him.
Oh, you got it here?
Yeah.
You got it. And Faceweller shoots him in the face. Facewella's bow critically fumbles.
Wow, Frisuela, you're fired.
Alright, and the other archer misses. He shoots again. Why? Because everyone has multi-attack except for the player characters. What the fuck's that shit? Alright, and bam, she hits.
We're keeping her.
Well, bang, and the bolt went off. His move. Ugh.
Why was Fasuela using a short sword?
Oh, that's because she was stupid. Still a failed 1. A 1 is a 1. But yes, I grabbed the wrong weapon, it would seem. But still, a 1's a 1. Its move. Boom. Occupies the same square as you guys. And starts to burn you.
What a dick.
I'm a dick.
Ow.
Dick.
Now I know what he said in fireman language. He says, I'm a fucking dick.
Hold on a second. Gotta step off you guys for... Oh, damn it. Now I'm moving all the people. The pog on pog thing's just not working for me. Alrighty, so... Woomphy? You are starting to burn, Kavina. And god damn it, I just got on the ground! Well, boom. Oh, wait a second. You were still burning from before. Well, boom.
You like double burn now? Is that
Yep. The Joico product. So he has done that. He's just moved into the same square as these two guys. And hold on, he's actually half in. There we go. And, well, they're there. And he's going to attack Wind. Whoom. Hits Wind. And you're now on fire. He goes to hit Wind again. Misses. Top of the clock.
Oh boy.
Now, Bosco, if you miss by 2, you may hit somebody inside him.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that.
If you miss by more than 2, you just miss. If you roll a 1, someone's hit.
Okay, noticing that Lily's done the most damage, I'm gonna go over to her, and I don't know how I can cast this on her. That didn't work. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on her.
Long Strider. You got it. Effectively, that gives her a plus... Is it a plus 10?
Plus 10.
So you now move at 40.
Alright.
Basically, you just kind of feel this burning sensation through your legs. Oh, wait, that's the spell, not the actual fire that's on your body.
Is she still on fire?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
She's not a walking pyromancer. She's just, there's little bits burning on her outfit. Her hair somehow is
My favorite boots are getting singed currently.
Since Long Strider is a action, I wouldn't be able to pull out...
Unfortunately. No. You could change your action instead of casting a spell on her and do a put her out.
With a water skin?
Yes, you dump your whole water skin, that will work.
I will do that.
As an action. All right. Whew, water skin just going, and he's putting you out.
Thank you.
And then the camera pans over as she flings her wet hair back and her singed outfit almost revealing her body in spots, now glistening with water. Yeah, it's ratings week, everybody. It's ratings week. Alrighty.
Well, if you would have told me that, I would have worn a low-cut shirt. Wait, I don't have enough boobs for that.
Alright. And you move back?
That's correct.
Yep. Actually, I think
Not enough to increase ratings. Maybe enough to,
get us banned. Thank you.
Increase ratings.
Alrighty. And then next. He rolls out from underneath the guy. Spends... Actually, I don't think he has to spend 5 feet. Do you have the... He gets back up. He gets back up. And he attacks. Still on fire. He hits. God damn, really?
It says 1, 2, 3. That's magical numbers.
Oh, have I got it hidden? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is magical. Woo! Bubbles. All right, there we go. 3, so...
1, 2, 4. Those are curse numbers.
Alrighty, and then it's just the regular. Misses.
He's not really an Old Spice man, is he?
Misses. Alrighty. Oops, that was the entire. There we go. Bing! Kavina!
I would like to angrily flail my hand axe.
You got it. I'm going to give you advantage because you're standing inside of him.
Just angrily
You can't really miss.
Oh, wait for it. Sorry.
Wait for it. I've been rolling really crappy. So...
And make sure you click the advantage button. Yep. And then drop your attack. Yes! He doesn't have that high of an armor class. But you hit!
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have a high armor class.
Oh,
He
that's
just...
the right one. This.
Yep, and then you can just drop the damage on top of him. And he's taking some more damage. As a move action, would you like to step outside of him? You still need to take a full action to stop burning, but you won't take more damage for still being inside of him.
Step out of him?
Yep.
He will help me.
Nope, because you're still within his attack range. It's only when you move 5 feet out of his range.
Okay, then I'll step so that I'm not inside of this fire.
Where would you like to stand? Here? Or maybe
that's-
here?
That's the bottom one, yeah.
You want to spread out? This is like grenade physics. You guys are now spreading yourselves out, not clustering together. These guys like it when people cluster together. Then they can do group hugs. They like doing group hugs. Okay.
I'm convinced he just has resting bitch.
Resi. Angry flailing. Alrighty, so. And Lily no longer on fire.
It's me.
It's kind of chilly though, because remember, it's winter. The sun's going down. You're now covered in water. You were burning earlier in your defense, so you're kind of, all over today in emotions. Getting little hot flashes,
I'm probably
maybe?
gonna get a little bit of the flu or a head cold later on after.
Bonus
All right,
points to roleplay. Sorry.
I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up because he's trying to hug my friends and only I can do that.
Logic 101.
Well, I meant to drop that on him, but instead I guess I just picked it up and dropped it. Gosh darn it. All right.
I'm going to say, you dropped it. I will allow you to drop it onto the character.
Thank you. Well, I had to scroll down, so I let go, and then it just dropped it in there. I'm like, God damn it.
It still misses though, but at least I give you the chance. Shh.
Dude, we wanna take a bet on how many rolls it's gonna take for me to actually not miss. Dude, the first one was pretty OP.
When you're on fire.
Did enough damage for the whole rest of the battle.
Yep, I'm gonna move here.
Oh, good move.
And I'm gonna slink him.
Boom! You hit the fire elemental. You're basically again described for the studio audience.
So,
it's not a kill, but the coolness of it.
So, imagine a lightsaber.
Oh, come on!
Sword. Well, I can't.
It's a katana. It is a katana handle.
Think of a switchblade in katana form.
Yeah, because it's a blade that pops out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Sheila Bobby sees the tip of your sword emerge on her side.
Nope, I don't have that kind of range.
I know, but it's
One guy in the world who's not exaggerating the size of his sword.
And what's the bonus type damage I get for the?
I think it was a die. Was it a die 6? For the surprise, I think it was just the base die 6. It was like a sneak attack.
I thought it was a die 8, but it's your choice.
No, die 8. Yeah, it was basically double the base damage.
Right. So 2 or 1. Then I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Right. This means you'll come in contact with it, but it's okay because you're already on fire.
Right.
What? Are you reading this? Critical blow. And you rolled on the critical hit effect. Description: in addition to the standard critical hit damage, your target is dazed until the end of its You just extinguished some of his brain fire, okay? He's dazed until the next, so he can't really attack. He can still defend and all that stuff. You've critically hit him with this, as you did the extra damage.
I just need to figure out how many attacks I get with flurry of blows. Okay. So since he's dazed now, do I get advantage on the second hit?
Give me 1 second. Status effects. Options. No, here we go. Status effects. Critical opportunity. Suspended cover. There. I just need a quick little rules check on that one. Boop, ba-doop. I know he can't attack when he's dazed, but do people get advantage on him? Library. Player's handbook. Combat. Cover, damage and healing. Combat maker. Damage. Damage. And stabilizing my. Blah blah blah. That's all the hits. Actions in combat. Making an attack. Where is it? Underwater kind of. Damn it! Somebody just do Google Days attack. Again, guys, I'm still converting from 3.5 to 5th edition.
See, I don't actually have the answer to this one.
Oops, you have my music. Friday. Literally, Google, how good are you? There we go, Days, D&D Wiki. Boop. Look at the last one. Creatures just unable to attack normal. Oh, wait, this is like, what, 3.5?
So according to the Days spell on 5e, it's, if they're incapacitated if they fail the saving throw. So an incapacitated target can't defend themselves.
Oh, they're okay, yeah, because the critical is still based on the 3 like the other stuff, right?
Right.
So in that case, yes, you would have advantage on your attack. Yeah.
And then I will go into agile parry.
You got it. Boo! And now I got so many windows open here. Ding. There we go. And Facesuela, let's see you earn your paycheck.
Right, hit something, Fasuela, hit
She
something.
hits! Dun, 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 and it snuffs.
Less than I do.
That's it. Yeah, Fasuela killed it. She's like that person in the MMO that goes, yeah, I killed it. Yeah, okay, you killed it. Nice going, guy.
Yeah,
Good job there, guy. Yeah, she killed it. He is now snuffed. The last bit. We have to say in the last little bit there, especially after a wind started attacking it, you saw less and less of the fire shape getting less and less and less and less and less. And then, ironically, wind is supposed to help increase fires. Oh, alrighty.
Depends on the kind
Unless
of
the
wind.
fire is too small, then you blow it out.
And that's exactly what just happened. Woof. So, you see the damaged cylinder that thing emerged from, and the one beside it that's broken off of this shape, it's on fire too. But so far, it doesn't look like anything's coming out of it yet, and there's 2 others on the other side. But for now, you guys, those that are on fire, guess what? You can roll on the ground and not take any damage this round. Morgan's dropping to the ground. Kavina, you got to stop, drop, and roll. Pick up your bow when you get back up. The combat's now melting down.
So we're not in initiative anymore?
No, we're not. So basically, we're now breaking out of the initiative.
Okay, I would like to go over to Wind and ask if he would like, some help with those burns.
Because he is looking pretty,
Please.
How much of Wynn's fur is singed
Oh, he's
off
got
right
singed
now,
fur-
and
he's got
how
singed-
ridiculous does he look?
There's a little bit of that little off the whisker, the little coming off the side there, Whoo! Did you drop it on him?
Yes.
You did, so that did automatically, yay, boop. There you go.
Best I can do, and that's my last spell.
I
so
appreciate
hope no
it.
one else dies.
That's my last spell, so I hope no. The moral of the story is don't die right now.
Please
All
don't
right.
die.
I'm gonna go ahead and offer Lily my cloak since I doused her with water.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, especially since my clothes are pretty fucked up.
And also, guys, I've taken the lock off, so effectively, the map's more of a reference point now. We don't need the map yet, but so situation being, Wind, you know what's in there. If you've got the extra help, you might be able to solve the door issue you were having earlier.
I'd be willing to go into the big bada boom with you.
I was just going to take Morgan.
Morgan's already sticking his head in here because, you know, his job, this is his job. This is the, well, not this is his job.
Actually,
Anything
I'm
to do
going
with
to
the
come up
kingdom.
here and say, no, Morgan, you can't come in here. But Lily can come.
Thank you. I walk up and I give a little bit of a, like, you know, cocky ass look to Morgan, like, motherfucker.
Morgan does come in, and you see him. Yeah, everyone's now going. And now, careful, guys. There seems to be some liquid that you're walking
Actually,
in.
I'm going to have as few people come in here as possible. It's not safe.
So, do you want me or do you want Morgan?
Kavina. Oh wait, hold on. Wind, Bosco, Lily, and Kavina all speak that language. Yes. Basically, in Elvish.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, in Elvish, he just kind of
How do you
asked you.
say in Elvish? He's the Old Spice man.
Do I have to type to
Oh no, you don't. In this case, you don't, because yeah.
Okay. I'll explain.
Effectively, she tells you that is Morgan, who was posing as that horrid womanizer of a mayor in the human town, but looks really cool and sexy now, and apparently is a spy for the king, part of the king's eyes, and he was actually trying to get the lowdown on the hobgoblins to figure out what's going on in this neck of the woods. And they were in the midst of trapping one of these hobgoblins when this fell from the sky. In a less manly voice, she says.
Oh yeah, the hobgoblin's still tied up back there.
Hello? Anybody out there?
Hobgoblin is tied
Hello?
up, guys. He is tied up.
Hello, anybody?
I have a question.
If no one was going to say anything, a few weeks later, you find this dead hobgoblin that's starved to death, tied up by a tree. Sorry.
That was a good tie-up then.
Oh no, he'll probably get free if given enough time.
I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
In the last game, you said that there was like writing on the doors.
Yep, and
On the outside.
Morgan seems to be looking at that.
Can I also look at it?
Yep, it seems to be in some sort of dwarvish script. You see Morgan's mouth seem to be moving as if he's reading it.
I will ask him if he knows what it says.
He says this is gnomish, and he thinks this odd contraption is gnomish in design. Because there's instructions, safety valves, and tinker gnomes, if anything, or rock gnomes that like to.
Space gnomes.
So space gnomes. Well, there's not that much space in here, so I don't know why you would call them space gnomes. I'm saying.
Well, they're really small, and it seems really spacious to them.
Was there anything left behind from this element?
No, just little nothing really. Just ash that was created and some burn spots. And he's now looking at it as a group. He does notice some of the liquid, and he says, "This is we got to move fast," as if Wind wasn't already saying that. So he's looking to you, Wind, because you came out of here. What did you find? As he's kind of looking around, he's now looking down the corridor. Like, he's moved to the intersection cautiously.
So the left is no go. Don't go in there.
Gotcha.
The tomb-like thing to the right, and we need to open the door at the end.
Oh, he tells you that in Gnomish, that means those are inflammable. But does that mean they're flammable then? It says inflammable on the containers in Gnomish. Does it mean it's flammable or
Lily?
Sorry,
You're the magic person here.
I just know Gnomish. I know a lot of languages. I'm a very cunning linguist.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
I mean, inflammable means that it's not flammable.
Then why is it different from flammable? I don't think we need to have this conversation at this moment in time.
It's not currently in flames?
And a coffin.
Actually, I'm aware that it won't ignite now, I guess, because he hit me and I didn't take extra damage. It looked the same as it did to everybody else.
Yep, correct. Your feet didn't burn extra hot or anything like that.
We still need to be quick about this.
Alrighty, so there's a coffin in the one type of room, and then there's this door here. And at this point, he goes towards the door. It looks like he might actually touch the door.
Don't touch the door.
You save him the
Lily
roll.
will be mad. Lily will be mad if I have your hands burned.
Yeah, he needs those for the killing. The magic trick.
And of course, he does.
Just
You know how
the
The
kill.
Rock does that thing with his eyebrow? He just kind of looks back and does that little rock thing with his eyebrow.
Can I look in the room with the coffin?
Yes, you can. That one is easier to get to, in a way of speaking. You have to crawl over stuff. The coffin that seems to have a chunk of metal sticking through it that's cracked open. You do see a pair of legs below the chunk of steel, which would have hit the person in mid-torso and went right through this little coffin device.
As Kavina goes in there, I'm going to suggest that she stay away from the lightning wires. I'm sorry, lightning
Ropes.
snakes.
Lightning
The
snakes.
Nick, that's a good way to get into it.
Just
I'm gonna
get-
follow Kavina.
Alrighty.
Can I see if I can open the other one?
Yep. You can take a look at it. I'm going to need
Maybe you
perception.
should wait. Maybe you should wait until the person who can read what it says comes back.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
a
Well,
thought.
you can still do a perception roll because you're just looking at this thing, right?
I
Investigate.
just want to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to
Do a
see
perception.
If I can open it, or if it's like.
I
weird.
think you should open it.
Alrighty.
Perception, you said.
And perception is correct because you're just doing a quick once over. Okay, you've. I will just let you know that there does seem to be a slit to it, like a chest, and you actually find what looks like a handle for the chest that you could just pull up and it might open.
Is there writing on it?
There is a bit of writing, yes.
Okay, then I will see if what's his face?
Morgan?
Yeah, we'll read it.
Meanwhile, we cut back to Morgan. All right. He kind of giggles a little bit. That's a silly name. Apparently, there's a cockpit. A pit of cocks up beyond that door.
Now, in this time and era, are we calling dicks cocks?
In this time and era, he turns to you and says, fuck yeah. See that anachronism? Yeah? All right, we got that. All right, so, okay. So, anyways, that's what he's, it's hot. He figures if we use some sort of a sword or something like that, he's got swords on him, but he's going to see if
I
someone
left
else is
my
going.
sword in there.
Oh, your sword's still in there? Oh, okay. Oh, it might still be. Your sword may be a little kind of snug in there now. It's warm and.
I was in a hurry.
All right. At this point, you see him kind of just wrap a little rag or something around his
I have
hand.
a question.
Yeah.
Before my sword did a little glowy thing,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming based on everything else, it was in relationship to the ship.
Yes.
So is it doing a glowy thing now that we're
Nope.
close to the ship?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
By the way, Bosco, the two others are effectively, they're not that far out there now. They have actually moved a little closer, but they're kind of avoiding the fire, and they've got a nice backwards roll planned out for them if they need to. It's like.
Yeah, I was thinking of telling them we should keep an eye out. This fire is gonna draw some attention.
Yes. And you see the one scout, she's actually moving around. She wants to keep an eye on the other two cylinders to see if another one of those things was to emerge. She would not want to be caught off guard by it.
Okay, Fusuela will shoot so many arrows right by it that it will actually put it out.
The wind of the.
So I'm calling for Morgan to come and read this.
At this point, Morgan's just pausing. Okay, give me a second. Don't touch anything then, because he wants to try and get this door open for you.
Can I also the legs that are hanging out of the other one?
Yep.
Do they look humanish?
They look like they've got pants on, and they look about the length of a human. Yes, not a gnome or a dwarf. So it would be more human-like, you would guess. If you want to strip the man's pants down, you think it's a male pair of pants.
That sounds like a thing I would do.
Vina, did you assume his gender?
Uh-oh.
No, that's why we're ripping the pants off, so that we can play better.
And the first words out of Lily's mouth, ooh, rigor mortis. Oh! Oh. All right, no.
Hello. Well then.
Remember, guys, this is an 18-plus channel if you're just tuning in. Thank you very much. All right.
I will wait very patiently for Morgan to finish what he's doing to come read what's on this box.
All righty. And Morgan kind of looks to you, Wind, and basically, he's getting a piece of metal nearby that he's got. It's not as hot, and he's gonna try and pry as you pull at the sword on the handle, and we should be able to pop this. It's just the one corner kind. If he's just gonna do a pry. So on 3, we're gonna do a strength saving throw. Target number is 14. Ready? Right. Hold on. That's face Sola. Morgan, there you are. All right, strength saving throw on 1, 2, and 3. I got this.
We all got this.
There you
Good
go.
guys.
That's a natural 20. I did it by myself.
You know what the worst part is?
Morgan
Morgan's doing the push, but he actually does the follow-up rather than the push. He's about to push, and then it moved. So he's like, okay, we got this. Good. All right. Sorry. As yes, you, with that natural 20, did yank it enough on your own. There you go. But no one really knows. All righty. So the door is...
I know he didn't play it off well enough.
And inside, you see windows that have been broken. You see a chair that doesn't look too comfy now. A chunk of metal is down, and you see that a person is pinned. At a quick glance, it looks like a dark elf.
Uh-oh.
It's an elf.
These fuckers are cruel.
It's an elf with dark skin at a quick glance. Perception, please, to take a better look of the pit of cocks.
I'm sorry. I heard cock. I was like, wait, what?
It's a cockpit.
Hot damn.
The individual
was on fire.
The individual.
Continuing.
The individual is an elf, but like none you ever seen. Her features are statuesque, pristine, as if carved perfectly from ebony. Cheekbones, everything is like almost angelic in the way her face is put together. Her skin is black, yes, but if you're familiar with pearls and the mother of pearl sheen effect, her skin actually has a rainbow or prismatic slight sheen to her skin. Her hair is also a pure white, but it still has that same mother of pearl sheen that seems to be on the white hair as well. Her eyes do open as the noise of the thing goes, and her eyes don't have any pupils or anything. They're just a solid color of purple that seem to radiate a bit of inner light. She is also wearing a uniform of sorts that seems to be, in contrast to her build, white. It's a white uniform, though there's soot and burn damage and blood spatter on her, and there is also 2 colors of splatter on her. One is a purpley violet splatter, and the other is a reddish going brown type of humanoid or splatter on her. You think underneath this giant slab of metal that came down there was a second chair, and a person was probably in that second chair.
That's unfortunate.
And you also notice that her uniform has that same slight sheen on it as well, but it doesn't look. It looks like the light hits it the right way type of sheen, whereas on her hair and her skin, It just seems to be like a natural little aura around her.
Is she alive?
Her eyes, those things that the glowing sockets of light did light up when you came close, and she kind of coughs and sputters some of the purple out of her mouth, and she kind of just looks towards you. You notice the uniform she does have on is the one with a single breast that comes up. I don't know if my camera's got me, I can't see, but it comes up on the shoulder point here, and there's a little emblem that is holding this piece up.
So it's a Wrath of Khan uniform, basically.
Oh. Yeah, it's a Wrath of Khan uniform. But it's in white with blood spatters. Fucking Wrath of So you fucking...
You know I'm gonna get those references
yeah,
every time.
Well, there is a proper term for it, but, you know, I'm sure the Navy didn't go, "Sir, do we have the Wrath of Khan?" "Yes, sir, get ready. Make sure you've got your Wrath of Khan." Oh, bloody.
Is she pinned in a fashion?
Yeah, her lower torso is under that metal.
That I know removing it immediately will cause more harm than
First aid.
will help. You mean medicine?
That's the word. Don't make me ask you again.
Ugh.
The thing that is pinning... Ooh, apparently... apparently, this did not save well. It has all the underlying layers that I thought were removed. But I think you'll recognize the symbol that we might have lag in my stream as I'm sharing an image. I do apologize for the fact that outside of the shape. That's the same symbol your father has on his little shrine.
You're a spaceman.
It does appear that way.
That seems to be the little symbol that she's got pinning up that part of the Khan-like uniform.
Okay.
But yeah, basically I didn't save it as a PNG. It probably saved as a JPEG, and that's why we got all those other layers. We don't have a transparent layer like it originally had. So yeah.
Okay.
So that is basically the symbol that is on her. You also notice that around her neck, she's got a little bit of the higher collar neck, like basically the higher up kind of collar. There is also a couple of star-like clasps, more intricate and detailed than the symbol points that you have. It actually looks like you've got a ball of fire and you got all the curls of the flame and the fire of the stars all around. Very fancy. Two of those with a gold chain connecting them, kind of loose around her neck a little bit, that seems to be attached to some sort of black cloak that is strewn about underneath her. And your medicine check, you've noticed that apparently this piece of metal has got about a 3-inch gap between the other piece of metal, and her lower torso is in that 3-inch gap.
Does that mean it would be fine?
Right now...
As it turns out, I'm not a medical professional, so I don't know what that means.
Okay, picture a normal person's body being squished into 3 inches of space. You can see a lot of the purple color inside there.
Okay,
She's coughing up more blood now, and a hand is weakly reaching up to you.
Common?
Are you the ranger? She coughs up more. At that point, she starts fumbling with the clasps, and you just kind of see one of the little chains kind of just dishooks with a little bit of a spark, and she starts, and then the whole cloak just seems to roll up into a little neck piece, and she starts pulling the neck piece off of her body. She's holding up, "For the ranger." She's coughing the blood.
Okay, I take it.
You got it. At that point, she's starting to cough up more blood. At this point, Morgan's going, "What the?" Morgan's been quietly watching, and he's doing a quick.
Morgan went to help the girls.
Oh, okay, then boom, we cut to Morgan. Morgan comes back, he reads this, and he's just going. Apparently, this individual craftsman is apologizing for the semi-lateral screws instead of the proper screws, is what's written here. And then it finally says that basically pull and then turn to your left. Morgan's now looking at this thing, not realizing what's happening in the other room. Poke, Kavina. Poke.
Open it.
Do you just pull it?
Probably
Do you pull and open?
Yeah, I want to open it.
You open it! You open it! And I pressed on the wrong... I popped on the OBS. I'm like, wait, that doesn't... I'm clicking on the game screen through OBS. It's not working. Okay. All right, guys. That is inside.
Oh, he's adorable. Can we make him our new friend?
Oh, it's so cute. Is it a human?
At this point, it just inside it opens. You just notice there's a flickering and a bluish glow that kind of goes to a green because apparently it's green. A greenish glow that kind of just.
Hope that wasn't her prisoner.
Just kind of just opens up. Just kind of hear this kind of whirling sound. A little bit of steam kind of just picks up, and then, hello. I am defensive, armored war golem. Please state my protector.
Oh.
Please what?
Do you mean protectee?
Please do not grammatically correct me.
I'm not in the same room, so I didn't say it.
I know, and he didn't
He's
say
my
it.
protector. You're so cool.
My protector. Please show person designated my protector. Hello, my protector. I am defensive armored war golem. Designation DAWG. So, my
love you.
protector, what is our situation?
Big bada boom.
I'm sorry. Your
Crash.
telepathic translator does not seem to be working properly. Can you say again?
Crash.
Yes, it does seem that we are in a state of distress. Are you made to... Sorry. Have you made it to a escape pod? Please, is this the escape pod? We are on a ship, is that correct?
Yes, ship is on ground.
We must get out of ship then.
Yes.
Let me provide a safe passage for you. At that point, he kind of sits up, moves, you kind of step aside. Other person that is not my protectee, poop, pushes you aside, Kavina. He seems to be kind of strong. Morgan's just kind of watching this guy. Careful, there seems to be spillage on the ground. Here, he holds his arms out. Let me carry you so your feet do not get mucky.
Yay! I jump in his arms.
No
My
problem.
new friend.
And he just kind of walks on out. Careful, elemental containment units seem to be breaking down.
Yeah. Ooh, bad.
Do you have a controlling rod for the elementals?
No. Do you?
No. Do you?
No, do you?
No. Ah.
Darn it, no infinite loops. How do we stop them?
Well, most craft do have an elemental containment control rod to help in the case of an accidental escapage of any of the elementals that are contained within our crafts.
Can you assist with locating it?
That would usually be in the cockpit.
Let's go to the cockpit.
Alrighty, you stay out here. It is dangerous. Your other comrades are no longer my protectees, so I don't care if they die. He walks in.
Please take care of my friends.
Oh.
Don't let them die.
My protector, what would you like me to do again?
But please don't let my friends die.
Please designate your friends.
Wind. Big cat.
Wind, Big Cat, and
Kavina. Elf.
Kavina, Elf. 5 people?
Bosco. Little
6.
little guy. Small man.
7. 7 companions.
Master handsome man.
You seem to have more companions that are able to be noticed with my optics.
Okay.
By any chance, are some of them invisible?
Leave off the last one.
There are still 3 missing people.
Oh gosh, he needs to see him. All right. Well,
Meanwhile, we cut back to the cockpit.
gosh darn it, this guy's gonna make my life hard. My new robot friend needs learning.
Is there any way I can help you?
At that point, she just kind of just goes, sure. And then you see her eyes fade.
Aww.
That's sad.
And you have this little choker, little kind of gold choker with the 2 stars on it. Almost like, it now looks, you know what a torque is, like from, Celtic and all that. It's like the neck piece that's got the 2 things that here. It's usually a piece of soft gold or soft metal, so it can bend around their neck. And instead of like a lion's head or whatever, it's like 2 little suns, very, very ornate in design, like Italian Renaissance type of suns for their art style.
I will put it in my backpack.
Alrighty.
She's dead.
Yep.
Is there anything of interest in the cockpit?
Yeah, there is a odd looking there's a weird crossbow that doesn't seem to have any proper part, like the actual bow part to it.
Okay, I'll take that.
No problem. That's basically, and it's asymmetrical. Like one side is clearly looking different than the other.
Okay.
Now it looks like a regular crossbow.
This purple and orange stuff. Does that look similar to what's in my sword?
There is nothing, but funny enough, the purple is about the same shape as the empty pommel spot I was describing, and the cylinder crystal spot that's inside seems to be similar to the cylinder you see there.
I will put that in my backpack as well then.
Well, they're inside the thing.
No, just the gun. It's
Yeah,
going
okay.
in the backpack. The thing that looks like a crossbow, but it looks like it's broken.
Yeah, exactly. That's about, yeah, exactly. All right. It looks like it could be a rod or a wand, though. It definitely looks magical.
Okay.
It's got a trigger like a crossbow.
Is it the rod for the elementals? I'm looking for that.
And I guess, and that's it in this room, basically?
Yep. Remember, you see, as you look around, remember that 3-inch gap? Mm-hmm. You notice in the 3-inch gap, you notice in the 3-inch gap, there are signs of fingers and other human parts and toes, because it looks like the body was squished in a sense that, under, that it looks like an entire person in a chair is in that 3-inch space too.
So she's not occupying 3 inches of space.
No, her lower torso is.
She's sharing 3 inches of space.
Yeah, with other person and chair.
With a chair and
yes.
Alrighty then, I guess I'll leave.
At that point, you just notice there's a slight flash. And you just notice that something on the console that for a while was doing a little motion. Mm-hmm. That little motion just went flat. And then suddenly, some sort of gnomish things, like two dwarvish style things, are on a little flat piece of metal. Then one changes, then another one changes, then another one changes, and then after like 9 of these ones change, this one changes, and then this goes on, and this goes on, and little flashy lights are starting to go off by these changing numbers. I mean, these symbols.
Do I think they look pretty?
They do look pretty. It's like flashy lights. It's drawing your attention to it, and they're nice little symbols. Morgan's like, well, he's now confused. He kind of looks to you in the cockpit, and then he just pauses and goes, why are gnomish numbers counting down?
I would like to take a group vote on get the fuck out of here.
Hello there. Excuse me. Would any of you be the designation of human, Morgan, Bosco, Wind? Oh, you are the Tabaxi. I am to protect you, Tabaxi. Do you know where Wind might be?
What the hell is that thing?
Oh, the self-destruct system.
Alphonse!
The self-destruct system seems to be activated. I suggest we leave the vicinity in great haste.
Okay.
Please, leave this way. I shall be the last one out to make sure no one is left behind in case the blast that should take down several square feet. Sorry, my mistake. Several square 100 feet.
What's a feet?
Oh, you know what feet are. Several 100 square feet of area shall be decimated
feet
in the
or
inferno.
feet?
As effectively a small plane to the elemental plane of fire shall open up and engulf the entire ship.
Oh, wait.
I would like to run.
Sounds like it's
Did we have an important official on board? Usually those are saved for the life signs of an important official, or any type of documentation that might have been important. My protector, do you know of any of these?
When did
He's
you
now
say-
casually walking out. This ticking is going off. You've noticed, though, now the one symbol kind of looks like a 0, and the other one's now starting to tick down as he's kind of walking.
Uh-oh.
I'm running.
You're-
I'm
I
not
think we
responding to
just need
anyone.
to get out.
The Ranger and Felsuela suddenly see you guys kind of running without the Benny Hill music playing, so she starts to realize that something might be up. The yakety sax thing going, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout to her to run.
Run. Alrighty. As you guys run, there's suddenly a big bright flash behind you, and you guys are literally bolting pretty fast. As literally you just see like a dome of reddish fire expanding. And that dome gets bigger, and you just see trees incinerate, and you just see little chunks of rock incinerate as it just goes, and then stops, the flickering, and there's now a crater where that ship was.
Oh, wonderful.
It was
We didn't leave
relatively
anyone behind.
quiet, actually. No big, huge explosion or whatever. Literally about a 500-foot radius. That's a 1,000-foot diameter. Crater has no life in it. It's basically just rock. No trees, no nothing, just kind of rock.
I would like to ask my new friend who I've named Alphonse. That's a strange explosion. What happened?
Technically, it was part explosion and part implosion. Everything within it was sucked to the elemental plane of fire.
Oh,
Life expectancy in the elemental plane of fire, without the proper protections, is measured in seconds. Small grains of sand contained in gnomish devices.
thank you.
What was that thing that you were in?
That was a spaceship created by gnomes.
What
we
is
don't
this
live in space.
spaceship?
There's a pause. Clearly, if we make our way to a starport, we should have this situation cleared up.
What is a starport?
Oh dear. Do you people meet the fourth protocol? If
is
so,
the fourth
meep meep,
protocol?
I am just a robot. Gollum, that's right. I am created by a wizard.
I'm
There
sorry,
is
sir,
nothing
you've
special
already failed
about
that
me.
test. You've already failed that test.
Alphonse. Cut
At
the
this
shit.
point, you see him kind of look around when you say Alphonse. Is there another person I should be protecting, my protector?
No, that's your name now. Can I call you that, please?
That is not my designation. But you
But
wish to
I-
rewrite my designation?
I like it. Can that be your new designation? It's cute and it makes me think of you as a friend and not a thing.
Oh, anything to establish a bond between me and my protector.
Yay! Oh,
You can
fun.
call me Alphonse. Character sheet time.
Oh, Alphonse. I show him the rod. Do you know what this is?
What rod?
The one that is.
Oh, the rod with the rings and all that kind of stuff? Oh, that would seem to be some sort of magical device. I am sorry, I am not trained in the arts of magical devices.
Okay, you don't recognize this. Okay.
Quick question. How familiar are...
There still seems to be 4 people missing from the party you described. I've only identified Tabaxi and human. There is still a Bosco,
Hey,
halfling.
Alfonso, you need to stop talking for a second, please. Just a second. But real quick, how familiar are the other party members with the Tabaxi thing and me and my father's background?
They've seen the symbol
They've
on
seen
your
the
dad's
symbol,
shrine.
but are they familiar with the Tabaxi part and...
What do you mean, are they familiar with the Tabaxi? They just know that you're not from around here.
All right.
You're not native to this continent.
Clearly, you're space cats.
Space cats.
Right.
You are the Thundercats.
Speak to Alfonso for a
Cat.
second alone.
With the, little,
Alphonse?
the Pop Tart, you know, and the little flames come. The Nen
Yeah,
cat.
Alphonse.
Alphonse, will you speak? Will you speak? To my
How's
friend
Alphonse spelt?
Tabaxi?
He's literally now no longer dog. That's what his name was, dog. Because he's defensive armored war golem. Dog.
Isn't that Dag?
Dog. Yo, dog.
That's the OG.
No, it's dog, man. Dog. Yo.
There
No.
needs... Yeah.
How do you spell Alphonse? I don't know how to spell Alphonse.
Oh, Alphon.
ALPH.
You know where that came from. You know who he looks like. It's from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay. I actually don't. I have not actually seen Full
It's
ALPH.
ALPHONSE.
ONSE.
Let me get a picture.
There we go. Oh, I know what he looks like. I've seen him. I think he looks cool.
Okay, he's the
But I
armor
haven't
dude.
seen the series. I don't know the series, you see.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm gonna walk up to him, tell him that I'm Bosco.
Oh, then is there another halfling? I was told there's Bosco and a halfling.
No, Bosco is the halfling, sir.
Oh, does that also mean that the human is also Morgan?
Yes,
And the
he is
Tabaxi
also
might
Morgan.
be... He's now thinking of the order you said it in. Wind?
Wind is the Tabaxi.
Then this cuts down to the right number of people here, except for those 2 elves. Shall I incinerate them?
No, they're friends too.
Oh, welcome, friends of...
They're less friends though. Like if you were to save me and these friends or them, you save me and these friends first.
My protector will always come first in my eyes.
Thank you.
What are you?
I am a defensive armored war golem
I'm gonna take a
named
look at him,
Alphonse.
like a real close look at him.
You got it. He seems to be made of wood and metal. By the way, at this point, I have to state there are 2 elves with a hobgoblin tied up, being slowly showing up in the distance as they were just
They
seeing...
found my friend Hot Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Hot Goblin.
But effectively, they saw the gigantic ball of light and wanted to see if you guys were still alive, and apparently they see people here. He does tell you, he tells you that since there is no starporter, and you do seem to not be familiar with the environment and craft that you were in, I am slightly confused. Would you mind explaining how we got to this position?
I don't
You
know.
walked?
You just fell out of the sky.
Technically, my ship fell out of the sky with me in it.
Yes. Your ship fell out of the sky.
Lugnut. So, correct me if I'm wrong with the fact that we now have a bladeless sword and a limbless crossbow. Yes, we do. I'm sorry. That is true.
So, Alphonse, where do you come from?
Most likely a factory.
Oh, What's a factory?
Well, I come from a special factory where souls are captured and placed within my body.
Souls.
We like to think so. You see, we were forged for war. A derogatory term could be war forged.
Are you here for war?
Pauses. My protector, am I here for war?
No.
I would let you know that I am currently not outfitted with any types of weapons. Do not worry, armor is not required. For I am a defensive armored war golem.
So I need to find you weapons?
I can use any weapon. Martial or simple.
Oh. Do we still have those pistols?
What
Someone
pistols?
grab those or did those explode?
You don't know about pistols. No one knows about pistols so far.
The rods. Do we have those rods?
You're not even familiar. You guys weren't there when I got that.
Yeah, no one. Unfortunately, no one knows about the pistol. He just
Just
pocketed.
shoved the rod in and didn't tell me about it?
Oh
That's
dear!
worse to me.
Wow,
There are
no
one
safe
too-
word was used. All right.
There are one too many people here that I don't trust at the moment.
Oh. It's
We're
not
talking
like
about
that
no.
on
Oh,
one
you're talking
side.
about the rods, as in the magical rods with the three rings.
No, I think she's referring to
Which
the
is the
pistol.
pistol. Yeah. You don't know about the pistol yet, but yeah.
Hold on, let me see. I think I might have some stuff in my inventory to give him for now. Although he looks like he can Hulk smash with his bare hands pretty good.
Yes, I could. Though I have to let you know, my fist attacks may just do concussive damage, which is good for rendering one unconscious, but is not as good as someone that might be trained in the proper arts of using their fists or feet in combat.
I have 2 short bows, don't I?
Like a tabaxi monk.
I would like to give him one of my short bows.
He does say that.
I'm gonna go up to Lily and whisper in her ear. Could you ask him to drop the tabaxi thing at least until we talk to my father?
By the way, Wind, I do have accentuated hearing. Do not worry, I am not racist. I believe tabaxi are just like anybody else.
Thanks.
Can you just call him Wind, please? He likes it when you call him Wind.
No problem, Wind.
Thank you.
What is your full tabaxi name, Wind?
Nope, we're dropping the tabaxi thing, remember? Just
Oh,
for a
I'm
little bit.
sorry.
I whisper this so that only me, Lily, and him can hear it.
Okay, no problem. At this point, guys, it is 15 after the 2-hour mark. Did you guys want to pause for a quick break?
Yes.
That sounds fantastic.
No
Is
problem.
his full name Wind of my butt?
You solved it.
No, that's more like a name you might put together. I'm just gonna put it
I
out
did eat
there.
magical fruit last night for dinner.
Any other language, it would be called flatulence.
Yes. All right, guys, we are going to quickly do what you need. 5 or 10 minutes, guys. What do you feel? 10?
10.
10? So 25 past the hour is when we will be back. And yeah, you go. Alrighty, everybody. That was about as subtle as a brick. My awesome audio sliding. Got nearly everybody, except for Siren. Have her chair, though. It's a very pretty chair. Alrighty. Oh, no. Awkward silence. Hey everybody, how's everyone doing in their break? That's good. All right, yay! We has the party. The party's all here now, guys. All right, everyone is here. So. No. No. What? 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 Puma. All right, okay, apparently, thank you very much. One of my mods doing their job. Awesome. I have my alerts turned off right now, but I want to say, holy crap, thank you, Puma, for subbing. Thank you very much. I've just got the update that happened. Thank you. Thank you very much. And like I said, right now on my regular streams, I've got all the stuff turned on. I get all the I get all the announcements, but right now I gotta rely on awesome people like my mods. All right, thank you, which are nearly all in my game as we speak. But do you want to be a mod? I'm just gonna put it out there, you know. All right. So as we come back, we're going to do a cutaway. An old trope from West End Games, Star Wars, the D6 method, back in the late 80s, early 90s, that's old school, suggested this idea. It's a cutscene like you'd have in any movie, as we cut to a very massive Gothic-style cathedral with giant, narrow, arched windows. The ceiling, which is vaulted, coming up in several little spots, is over 25 feet, over 25 feet, 30 feet to the top of the vault of this one area, expanding into an even bigger 40 to 50 foot vaulted ceiling, going down deeper into this massive cathedral. The only thing is, it's not white marble that puts this together. The shapes and curves are bones, ivory, from ribs, teeth, and other elements to create this giant Gothic cathedral curves and changes. Intermixed between the ivory of these bones that make this cathedral up are onyx, ebony. I don't want to say ivory and ebony together or I'd start singing. So, and there are statue reliefs carved out of ebony of hooded individuals, lank, with just their little jaws, kind of angular jaws, long kind of a narrow kind of jaws, hoods down, arms tucked into their sleeves. In between these areas, an individual stands by one of these giant vaulted windows that is looking out to a night sky, a very clear night sky of stars, as his hands are in military fashion in the nape of his back behind him, and he is standing at a slight military stance. His uniform is black with silver piping and silver buckles in areas. He has got a silver chainmail sash and belt that is very fine and more ceremonial, with a basket hilt saber hanging off the side of this ceremonial belt. His hair is stark white and goes down to the nape of his back where his hands are crossed, and in nothing better to describe than an anime-style mullet. It is spiked and shorter on the top.
So he's like a Siren Bay.
Right? He is basically standing there looking out. of this area, and a goblinoid-like creature. It looks like he could be 6 feet tall if he wasn't hunched. He's hunched. His skin is a sickly green in color with black varicose-like veins. Like, you can see all the veins all over his face and all that kind of thing. His eyes are like they're infected yellow and pussy colored. His nose is kind of hooked, and his ears are long, but they flop down to the side. His jaw is very square, though, and he's just got a maw of teeth, all crooked, pointed, jagged teeth. And there's actually a little bit of a second row of teeth that are kind of seen, almost like one set of teeth grew up with the other set of teeth, creating a little row of teeth. And his jaw is very strong and powerful looking, and his throat seems to be very wide for such a narrow kind of head. It's like almost the throat's as wide as his mouth. And he kind of has the same black uniform on. He kind of does a little hobbling up to this individual that's casually standing there. And as he is like just over 6 feet, but he could probably be taller if he wasn't cowering, like hunched over a little bit. His back does seem to have a natural punch to it. So it seems to be more the way his spine is as he's coming up. He has black leather gloves on. He doesn't have as much silver, nor does he have a belt or sash like this individual. And he just comes up, and he speaks in some foreign language, but thanks to subtitles across the bottom of the screen. He tells him, "Sir, we have traced the ship. It has gone down in a council system." Very calm, in control voice, raises his hand. The guy kind of flinches as he holds out his hand, leather glove on. You see that? It pauses. You see me trembling? Gets a little closer. As soon as he's close enough, backhand, smacks the guy right across the face. So she ran to a council world. Do you think I'm afraid of that? No. I want my cloak. Get all our contacts, offer a bounty, double the price, get people who aren't afraid to go to a council world, and get back what is mine. At that point, his face turns around, and the mother of pearl sheen off his solid black face and violet glowing eyes kind of just look back to him. Yes, yes, master, yes, yes. And he kind of hobbles off as you see several other of these weird sickly green, hulking type of goblinoids working away at some of the little alcoves at the side of this area, playing with little levers and stuff like that. They're just kind of watching as that other one kind of walks away. And then, boom, we pan back down. As everyone's just looking at Alphonse. My protector.
Yes.
I need to know. Was that your ship?
No.
Were you the passenger aboard that ship?
Nope.
Are you considered native to this planet?
Yes.
Are all of these people considered native to this planet?
I think so.
At the point he looks
Staring at
over
Wind right
at
now,
Wind.
like, oh, this lady knows who you are. I'm a little
If his eyes flick to me, I go, just shake my head at him.
Well, he does suggest if we go to a council embassy, we probably could get this all cleared up.
What?
I don't know about a council.
Morgan,
but
by the way, has just been dead quiet and just listening. Best
Um,
intel
Jealous I
right
have
now
no
is to
friends.
let this guy battle.
We are going to discuss this later at a different time with a certain person that is not here.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think we should stay here anyways. This is going to attract a lot of attention.
Like, hello, the two elves that kind of just showed up because we saw this giant glow.
Oh, it's my hot goblin.
Yeah.
We were gonna interrogate him, but spaceship.
How did that
do
go?
you wish an interrogation to be done?
No.
I can be quite forceful.
I'm all for letting Alphonse interrogate the hot goblin.
I do not possess the right skill, but I do believe if I put pressure onto joints of your bodies, you squish quite well.
Ask him first.
You're taking all the fun out of this.
The hobgoblin's just kind of looking at Alphonse, kind of. Oh. That's Alphonse's reaction when he sees a hobgoblin. Oh. Then he pauses, looks to wind, and taps where his nose should be. Meaning Alfonso is not going to say anything that could give away the hobgoblin's true race.
I see. Well, we need some alone time, me and my friends.
Oh, do you wish for sexual intercourse?
No. Just wait. We need. I'm not talking to you right now.
I hope so, because I am not made for sexual intercourse. I could do a hand job. My fingers are available and quite thick.
Alphonse, enough.
We're.
By the way, he's got like 2 big fingers and a thumb, so woo woo.
I'll keep that in mind.
So we're gonna need the special new elves to step away, and we're going to need
Morgan's kind of agreeing with you, kind of standing in closer with everyone. Yeah, the elves. We should just get the elves to move on. I agree with you.
The part where Wynn takes his hand and just like puts it on Morgan's face.
That seems appropriate, yes. And I don't want any of that whistling trick.
Damn it, you caught on to that one.
Can we like lead them into the nearest trees and tell the other
Oh,
elves? don't
if you
take
wish
their
to
eyes
have
off
a
it?
private conversation, we could just attune our telepathic communicators to a different frequency to everyone else.
I think the only one who might have understood that was Siren.
I don't. We cannot communicate with each other that way. Me and my friends.
You don't have a telepathic communicator? Surely there were extras in the cockpit.
Hold on a second.
We forgot to grab them.
Oh, hold on.
This is one of those things that we might want to discuss.
Oh, in private. I understand. At this point, you see Suella is a little confused. Like, what do you not want us to know? We're in neck deep with this. We help fight and defend with you guys. Don't we qualify to be part of this group? You have been qualified for my protection.
The human a little.
Sorry, what was that?
Here's what we need from you right now, Fisuela. We need you to make sure that Morgan stays away and doesn't listen in while we have a private conversation.
Oh, Fisuela pauses, cracks her knuckles a little bit, walks over to Morgan. Morgan's going, my responsibility to the kingdom, and there would be a great reward for any type of information brought to the king. I do believe it would be very wise for me to be along, and I do speak other languages. Last one was just Fisuela kind of grabs him by the shoulder and starts pulling him, like manhandling him. It's like, all right.
Careful, Fistwall. He's into that shit.
He's confused. She's got a confused look in her face. What?
He's
got a grin. I'm sorry. Morgan's just got a grin. Yeah. All right.
Should I toss her the handcuffs?
Alrighty. So now we got everyone. The Elven Scout, she's not whatever. She just follows Fisuela and all that stuff. Now it's just the group of you. Morgan might be far enough out, and Morgan with the hobgoblin and all that stuff's that one there. You guys can walk into the crater. There's plenty of room in the crater.
I thought the crater was far away from the cave.
It is far away from the cave. You guys aren't even at the cave yet. You're just, beyond the crater. You like
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose we can go to the middle of the crater.
All right.
Have our conversation.
Right. You realize that this crater is a concave.
Is the crater safe?
And a concave does great at amplifying faint sounds. So if we were to whisper, other people at the edge of this concave could actually
We'll
pick up our
walk to the
conversation.
other side of the concave then.
This effect actually does have a term for it. Gathering the information for it now. Oh,
The turn.
I cannot seem to connect.
Oh. Well, poop. I wanted to learn something new.
Do you have access to the Soul Network?
Are we out of the middle of the crater?
Yeah, he's been talking as he's following along with you guys.
So, fun fact. We don't know what that is.
What?
You do not know what that is? How is that fun? It
More,
could be a fact, but I don't see it fun.
It's a turn of phrase.
Oh! Entering it, my protector.
I was waiting for the Family Guy. How do you turn a phrase?
I was holding back, actually. I did go through my head, actually. Alrighty.
So what were we mumming right there?
Basically, the soul net is effectively a way to communicate information over great distances. It is connected to the astral plane. You do have connection to the astral plane here. Is that correct?
At Google Fiber.
Yeah, do we know anything about that?
The astral plane, you do know that there are planes of existence, and astral plane is like where maybe ghosts come from or something like that. It's like one of the planes of existence. Unless you've actually got arcane lore, which somebody might do. Yes, person with arcane lore, astral is a place.
I have some arcane up in me.
So yeah, the astral. Oh dear. The astral plane, yes, you would know that, yes, the astral plane does exist around us. Just like the elemental planes he was mentioning earlier are a thing too,
I know the astral plane.
And religion.
But
Anyone that's
I don't
got
know
points in religion would also know. Astral plane's also part of that as well. So any points in religion or arcane would be no roll needed. Otherwise, you guys would have to just make a roll and, oh yeah, astral plane. For either one, whichever is better, is religion or
I have 2 stars on my arcana.
you don't have to make a roll. You already know. You know that. You know that.
I'm just saying, like, my arcana is slightly OP.
Yeah.
And I know all the shits.
Ooh, with that, make an arcana roll. Holy crap, I just realized you got OP arcana roll. Make a roll for me. Holy, got natural 20. Dude, there is a thing called a shield golem, which is a magical construct that wizards usually make, which act as a protector and provider. This individual could be an advanced form of one of those said magical people.
My new friend. I'm so happy.
I am glad I make you happy.
I know.
All right, so
Whose pet was he supposed to be, really? Did I steal him from someone?
Oh, you know the second one with the legs? He was legs. Bodyguard.
I've got a couple questions.
Androgynous leg guy.
We never
androgynous
did pull the
leg
pants
guy.
off that guy. Should have.
I don't think you would have done a good job. All right.
So what are we going to do with this hobgoblin? And are we expecting more?
Oh, am I able to talk about the Empire around here?
Believe
Yes.
that.
He looks to wind, actually.
I believe the thing you were hiding is why we're here, in private.
What is he?
By the way, guys, I need Bosco, Kavina, and Lily to all make perception checks.
Am I in a forest?
Caught on video.
Sorry.
You just made me splurk. Alrighty.
Well, technically, it was a forest before there was a crater.
I was about to say, you don't get the bonus for that because this is something else. It's nothing. Technically, you're not in the. It's not forest related. Good job. It's not forest related. Lily, it makes sense that you noticed this. Bosco, different. Lily, Wind has got a really sexy looking solid gold torque around his neck with 2 suns. It's really cool looking. You don't know when he got that. He must have looted it from the cockpit.
No, it's in my bag.
I know. That's what you've noticed, Lily. And Bosco, yeah, he doesn't wear jewelry normally, but now he's got he's showing off some bling apparently.
I want to touch it.
Okay.
I reach out to touch it.
Alrighty. So Wind, you're having this conversation. All of a sudden, Lily's like, "Oh,
What is that?
what do you do, Wind?"
I mean, I think I'm used to Lily doing strange things sometimes.
All right.
Before or after I brought
I'll let Lily do what Lily wants to do, I guess.
Alrighty.
She
Lily.
hasn't tried to do anything to my bum yet.
Oh. Lily, can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You're about to touch it, and then you get a little bit of a static zap. As you're about to touch it, you get a little bit of a static drop, and you just notice a little crackling of electricity that looks like it's about to pool up and explode on you. You continue to push. You've passed your saving throw. I'm now asking if you're still going to touch the item. Sorry.
I think I'm looking at him while I'm doing this. What kind of what is the look back I'm getting right now?
Your
Is it
cat
like a what the
ears
fuck?
pick up a crackling of electricity sound by your neck. That would be a concern.
I'm looking very confused at the moment. And slightly terrified.
Okay, I'll back off.
What is it? What's on me?
Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
on-
You know what that means? His ears suddenly went back. Whoa, what's up? So, she stopped playing now. Lily, Kavina, you two now notice that apparently everyone's looking at this neck jewelry that Wind, the guy that likes to walk around in his underwear, seems to be wearing.
There's snow on the ground. No one can see me in the snow.
Well, yeah, they're logically right.
You're in a crater. There's not snow in the crater.
Yeah, that's a good point. This
crater.
brown earth, you stick out.
We're not in the
Your
crater.
feet are somewhat camouflaged because they're covered in this black guck, and the dark blood is now going brownish. So yeah, you're starting to match in with the crater. And the black singes from the burns earlier? Yeah, you're matching the crater pretty good, actually.
All right, fine. I put my clothes on.
What? We lost ratings? Well, there's a surprise for our audience. All right, so
Viewership just dropped in half right
Actually,
now.
I'm not putting on my clothes right now because we're more concerned that
I
heard.
yeah, exactly. All right, so dun, dun, it's a trap. Just joining. I'm saying this at random.
Like that big bada boom vow. Big bada
It's kind of
boom.
funny you should say that, Val. She passed a saving throw and almost touched the item she saved against just because she wanted to. I was going to allow as a DM, go ahead, touch away. Sorry.
I was waiting for the response of Wind, and if Wind gave me the look of what the fuck,
And his
or that
ears
maybe
went
I should-
back, yeah.
I would respect Wind's wishes. Otherwise, I would have just went full touch.
I will. To be fair,
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't know this yet, but I was more of the crackling sound near
Yeah.
my neck.
Yeah. To be fair, you slurred and it was funny because you're a tabaxi and you said to be fair. All right.
What's on me? What is it? A bug?
At this point, you see the hairs on his neck starting to go up. And he's like, what?
I'm gonna point at it. What is
do you
that?
wait, you feel fear. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. As he's like doing that, you suddenly see that from the back of the collar, this black cloak starts to erupt out of its collar and start to float behind him, like as if like material in water. And this big black cloak that seems to have a glistening of stars on the inside of it starts to float around his body.
I'm considering changing my friend and trading him for the cloak.
At this point, you notice the edges of the cloak kind of swirl a little bit. Like if he moves, it's like they kind of move with the sides of him, and a lot of movement is happening closer to Lily's side for some reason.
How you doing, Mr. Cloak? Is
What cloak?
that a hint to back away? Is this thing trying to fuck me up?
What thing?
You've got this cloak behind you.
By the
turn
way,
around and look.
for the record, it's weightless. You don't feel anything on you, right? It's weightless.
Turn around and look.
Okay, he turns. The cloak does this beautiful melodramatic, like Zorro. It looks real sexy. He just swings around, looks around, cloaks around, and it's just kind of. I realize I have limited camera space, so I'm doing movements like this, and you're like, "What the fuck's he doing?" So I'm like, the cloak's just kind of flying around. It's got a little bit of that nice dramatic swirl to it, and as he does, you swear to God, he's in that perfect superhero pose with a cloak. He's just like looking around. He looks freaking awesome right now.
I'm gonna start a round of applause for that. That was amazing.
Did I see the cloak, or
Nope.
did I miss it?
Actually, you saw something in the peripheral of your eye.
Okay, I'm not a dog. I'm not going to start chasing my tail.
I'm so glad I was not drinking coffee at that moment. I think I hurt my nasal cavity.
Turn
with
around
that
and look
one.
at Lily again, and what?
Okay, your tail comes in contact with it. Because your tail's twitching around, and the cloak it's still moving and floating around you, but your tail is the most likely part of your body that's actually going to come in contact with it.
What is going on?
At that point, the cloak starts to calm down a little bit as wind is a little confused, and you start to feel a little bit of weight of it resting on your shoulders now.
Oh no!
Where did you get that?
I'm not the only one who just picks up shit and takes it and fucks with it.
Alphonse, right? That's what we're calling him, Alphonse?
Yes.
All right. Alphonse, what is this?
Oh, I would guess it is a cloak of magical nature. It did seem to be quite defensive. A small amount of electricity did seem to form towards the touch. And as well as you felt fear, it did take a defensive covering of your body.
All right.
I suggest you try something offensive and see what it does.
Hey, everybody, let's start pointing the wand. We don't know what this wand does. Let's just point the wand everywhere. See what happens.
I should go smack Morgan.
No, I don't want him knowing about this cloak.
I think unless I can make it go away, he's going to notice.
As soon as you say, if I can make it go away, literally, I don't want to say like a Venetian, those blinds where you tug on them and they go, right? The entire cloak whoop, goes back into the necklace.
This is weird.
You also notice between the two suns, guys, as soon as the cloak came out, a little chain kind of dropped and locked between the two suns.
Uh-oh. That ain't coming off.
Are the clothes the elves gave me have a high collar by any chance?
Yep.
I'm going to put on some clothes.
At this point, he's putting on clothes. It's very understandable because he kind of looks like he needs a bath. At least a bath, a cleaning, And the collar does go under. It does kind of go under.
No, I didn't want the collar to go under. I wanted it to go over.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whoop, that seems easy. Yeah.
All right. So that's fun. So we'll get back to this. First, you're going to tell us what this empire is.
Hobgoblin. Cossack.
No, that's why I'm asking.
Are you saying hobgoblins aren't, like, from here?
It could be native to you. I was referring to the Empire in space.
There's hobgoblins in space?
They're a direct threat to the Council.
Okay, what is space and what is the council?
Council good?
I feel like I need to actually speak to a council representative before I continue any other conversation with natives of this planet. No offense, my protector. I will still protect you to 100% of my ability, but I am not at liberty to talk when not allowed. That is not part of my protection, unless my saying something may protect you.
Am I aware that I'm not actually native to this planet?
So far, you're not native to this continent.
All right. I was just wondering if I might have picked it up over the years.
Yeah, there's been no one else until you heard about apparently one other female cat that the king has.
Shit, we need Morgan.
My pets are so useful. All 2 of them. I pick useful pets, guys.
You paid a look at the other end of the crater. You just see that Morgan has seemed to have walked a little closer to the crater, but Felsuilla suddenly stops him, kind of confused that for some reason Morgan decided to start walking towards you.
Dude, I'm gonna stab you in your face.
No, not his face. Anything.
I'm
but
sorry.
face.
He is at the other end of the crater, and he smirks.
Oh, what did Fasuela do to him? I told her.
Oh, no. Wind just threatened him, and somehow he heard Wind's threaten at the other end of the crater.
He doesn't need both hands, does he?
Doesn't he both hands?
Well,
doesn't
he's
he
just
use
doing
a bow
his job.
sometimes? Well, he does use a crossbow, and he's useful with it.
I'm fighting every urge to just shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Like,
He doesn't need all of his toes, does he?
No, he does not need all of his toes. He cannot fight nor shoot a bow with his toes. I'm surprised he didn't ask about anything else that he might not need.
I figured you wanted that.
So he does wait for Fasuela, because, he doesn't want to get in trouble with Fasuela. He just waits for you to walk back over. Is there anything you wish to ask Morgan?
We need to talk to the lady that we wanted to talk to earlier.
And since I value my face, check your money pouch. There's a listening stone in it.
I also value your face.
He's letting you know where the listening stone is.
Can you guys get a room or something?
I could try to construct a room. Would this be for sexual intercourse?
No, he ain't that lucky. Stand down, Alphonse.
so who has the listening stone in their pouch?
Wind.
Just Wind.
Just Wind. That's all he was able to do sleight of hand with.
Okay.
And I just ignored it. I didn't even get a chance to perceive it.
No.
Go smack someone.
Oh, you could smack him.
You were too distracted at the point he chose to do it in the burning hull of the ship.
Oh, I can imagine. All right. And this is a direct link to Stone in the River, or your friend, what's his name?
Oh. No?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just him. Listening stone for him. It doesn't have the same ring. Claire, audience cast on a stone.
I see.
Wait, what? I don't trust him.
By the way, your arcane knowledge, Color Audience, is a spell that allows you to hear great distances. If he created it on a stone focus, then he could hear anything around the stone. Slightly muffled.
He just listened in on our conversation, guys.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly it.
I don't know if y'all knew that.
That's the second time he's done that.
Yep.
Alphonse.
Really want to shoot him in the face.
Alphonse. Spanking now, Morgan.
He'll like that.
I don't think he's.
Alphonse just pauses. Spanking.
Yeah,
You
swat
wish
him
me
across the
to-
butt really hard so he can't sit down properly for a few days.
This protect you?
Yes.
All right, he starts walking. Morgan's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Morgan's just backing up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, wait, what? Okay, so do you need me or not? I need my buttocks to function.
Well, you see, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You want us to trust you.
Yes.
But you keep doing things that make us not trust you.
But so far, I'm just cutting out the middleman that you're creating between us. If you kept walking away and not wanting to tell me stuff, and then coming over here and telling me anyways,
Master. That bullshit might work with me, but Wind ain't buying it.
Well, no, it's true. Both times you've told him to walk away, you ended up telling him stuff anyways that, told him anyways. And it's exactly happening again. He's just saving you time. He doesn't understand why you have to create this false sense of privacy when you're just going to talk to me anyways.
At some point, it might be private.
What if we had to talk about Lily's rash?
I'm gonna need a roll here.
Knife you with aloe vera. One time.
Oh no, I don't.
What kind of rolls do you need?
No. I was about to say no roll needed because Lily just said that, so that helped back up your statement. So never mind. It's just going to be the other one. D words. Bullshit skill.
Deception?
Yeah, deception. That's it. Yeah, deception. You were going to have to do a deception roll for them.
I think
But I
the
wasn't
horrified
lying.
look on my face would have not have helped.
I'm not sure that deception would have been appropriate because I wasn't lying.
That was disadvantage.
She totally had a rash.
Yeah, had. But anyways, point being, so
It's better now.
So what's his response to that?
what, the rash?
No, sometimes we might need to talk in private.
All right. Okay, he understands that.
But you keep doing things. Sure, you cut out the middleman.
I cut out the middleman this time. Don't worry. Whenever you want privacy, you'll have it. I just want it on that I was listening.
I would like to walk over and punch him in the face.
I have not told Alphonse to stand down from the ass swatting.
Okay,
He's
then
not
in
gonna
that
swat
case,
so hard he can't function.
at this point,
right.
Morgan is backing away from Alphonse, so that allows Kavina to cold cock him with, just so he's like turning around just to meet her fist. Whack! Just a beautiful little smack to the side of the face there. It stuns him for a bit, and then there's a solid cupped spank sound. Not a flat hand, but a proper cupped kind of a. But like 10 times louder, and the guy's lifted off his feet for a few seconds and goes tumbling to the ground. At this point, you just see a hand getting ready for another one, and it literally goes from flat.
Stand down, Alphonse.
He stops. Okay, all right, fine. That's stone. There's nothing else. You can use your detect magic to check yourselves out. I'm not listening anymore. He's kind of hobbling. He's got like a Charlie horse kind of hobble going with his one leg now. And he's kind of rubbing his chin. As definitely a little bit of a bruise is going to start showing up on his nice, pretty face.
No, Kavina.
Bruises
I'm glad you did that, but I'm kind of sad. Can we put like something over that so I don't have to look at it?
I thought you were going to say, can we heal him? I'm like, nope, out of spells.
He would have been so happy. Little happy dance.
I'm sure we have a brown paper bag somewhere.
That's a hell of a pop. Alrighty. So, he's totally learned his lesson. He's not going to do it again.
So
We still need to talk to Stone in the river.
if she's Star in the river, where are you Wind of?
It's a secret.
At that point,
I'm still going with Wind in my butt.
So, all right. At this point, yeah, he can. Well, didn't he send a message already through his gnome? Hopefully.
Now we need to do it now.
All right. Can we rest up for the night?
I know your butt hurts, but you will comply, Master.
No, wait. We got adventure 8. Puma's got a portal going. No one's joining the adventure.
Portals.
You can do adventure and the amount of experience points you want to put into the adventure.
If Master wants to be on my good graces again, he will obey wind.
Yeah, but put it this way, this is an individual of opportunity. Paying attention to wind right now isn't his best interest. He knows this. But fortunately, the device he uses to talk is only once per day. So I was just wondering, it's been a long day, grab some Z's, good 8 hours rest or something like that. I'm sure this thing will be up and running then. And he's telling the truth. You can do an arcane check. This is a common magic device he's got on him. And
I would like to.
No problem.
He's broken my trust. Dude. Like,
no problem.
He's never had my trust.
Really, right now he wants you to verify this for him, so roll good.
Really?
Because he's kind of destroyed his trust with everybody here?
Doesn't mean I'm not going to use him for purposes.
He hasn't gained any trust with Bosco yet, that's for sure.
New guy, so far, you've not seen anything good from this new guy.
He's just
Like,
useful.
Are you going to do the arcane?
He's useful.
You can do the arcane roll, by the way, Lily.
Did it not show?
Nope, it
Or
hasn't.
did I do?
Yeah,
No,
you
it
did.
didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me try this again. Come on. Do it.
Oh, by the way, Bosco, I totally missed your comment in Elvish. That was cool. Sorry, I did miss that. You can just say, if I do miss, like... And 23, oh yeah, he's true. That device, it only works once per day. It's but it's unlimited communication. As long as it's in the exact same plane of... It has to be the same plane of existence.
We can just leave it on. So it's like your minutes. It's not by minutes; it's by calls.
Exactly.
So
he's already used his call for the day.
As long as you want to limit it.
Correct.
But once you hang up, that's
yeah. Yeah.
How long do we have till it resets?
He does believe that if we basically have a nice long rest, grab some sleep, we'll be totally good for tomorrow. You're a caster, you understand, right?
Should also not
I
camp here
do.
if we're going to camp. Because
Do you need magic to run this thing that you don't have right now? Is that what you're telling me, sir?
Well, no, it's a magic item. It's got so many uses before it has to magically recharge, grab these surrounding energies.
All right, well, let's...
Which is truthful. What he's saying is actually truth. Even though when he talks the truth, he still sounds like he's saying shit.
I know. He's so full of shit. It's them green eyes. All right, but this... Keeping an eye on that motherfucker.
If need be, you can stay as close as you need to be to me to make sure I don't do
have
anything.
handcuffs and I'm going to use them. I don't trust...
At this point, Afonso, do you need that room now? And on that night, are we going to make camp here, or are we going to push to the Elven Village with all these people?
How far is the Elven Village?
Within a few hours.
What time is it?
Rigged.
it's like the fourth time I've lost.
And you've got sub bonuses too.
I got bonuses and I've lost 4 times. Puma has kicked my shins 4 times.
And Puma has no bonuses. He's got the lowest percentage. Oh, wait, no. He's just got percentages too, because Puma's done the sub thingy too.
So we all died?
What, in the
Yes, we all
adventure?
died except for Puma again.
He's walking away with our money.
For the 4th time.
What was the portal? What was the portal, though? Oh, Viking World. Finland. 56 soldiers against you guys. That was good. Valhalla, guys. So,
I
yes.
would like to instruct Alphonse to keep an eye on that motherfucker and let me know if he does anything suspicious.
All right. Though, do you want to make camp here or push the 2 hours, head back to the Elven Village? Just whether or not you want to take all these people to the Elven Village, that's all. Morgan also kind of says, also, if we don't want to forget about the other issue, if you've got those other pieces, we've now got one of the 3 pieces that are needed to, look for the other thing, which might also be of importance to the kingdom. Remember, he still doesn't realize you've got all the pieces now. Well, who's got the 3rd piece? He's got it, or you got all 3 pieces, don't you? Yeah, he doesn't. He knows you've got one of the pieces on you. He doesn't realize, thanks to the amazing bullshit job Wynn did. Seriously, this guy's got. You saw the bonuses. He rolled shit. For so he doesn't believe that you actually have all 3 pieces on you at this point, and he thinks they're probably back at the Selfie
Wait,
Village.
I have all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to figure out what the combination is. Basically you've got all 3 elements that are needed for the combination, but you don't know which is the top ring, which is the middle ring, and which is the. Do you know what I mean? Like each one has the symbol on the bottom, except for the one that was blown up, which was marked. So basically, you know the 3 symbols, but you don't know if the one symbol goes on the top, the other goes to the middle, and remember? So that's the only thing. You don't know what those are. And those 3 symbols, again, was Earth, there was
Thunder.
Thunder. There was Earth, Thunder, and Fire.
What time of day is it pretty late or?
Yeah, it is late. It is in the night hours. The moon is actually getting quite high.
I would like to say that I would like to not be, with all of this drama, I don't want to be around people. I want to be as away from everything as we can be.
I can see the logic in that.
Also, I don't know how the townsfolk are going to react to my new friend, Alphonse.
Yeah.
I can wear a disguise. I could pretend I'm a light post.
I don't know if they're going to buy it.
I can pose. I can lock my position. I also do not require sleep.
So you'll guard us while we sleep tonight?
Why, yes. Even in a shutdown mode of only 4 hours, I am still aware of my surroundings and can instantaneously respond.
I'm so glad you're my new friend.
I thank you, my protector. Realize that's what he knows your name is, my protector.
Yeah. Maybe I should tell him what to call me, but I kind of like it when he calls me that.
It's your little pet name, sorry.
I gave him a pet name, he can call me whatever he wants.
I say we interrogate the goblin and then go to bed.
Yep.
Want to go like?
Let's not sleep in the crater, please.
We might as well go back to the cave, right?
All the dead bodies? God, I'm starting to smell
How I
rank
feel
now.
about that cave.
Lot of dead goblins.
We can find some.
Second stage of
clear
necrosis
area.
happening from death. That's when they all got the shits and smells and gases leaking out of the
Bit
bodies.
Less than 24 hours. It's not going to be that bad.
I'm just saying, people know where that cave is, and it's not people who are on our side. We need to be somewhere no one knows.
All right, well, let's
I'll
ask
go
the elves
find
if they have an
another
area close to us.
woods.
Actually, we have 2 rangers with us.
Yeah, we can scout out an area to sleep in. That's not a problem.
Yeah. See, if you just want to make a spot out here, yeah, no problem. You guys can do it. Amongst the group of you, you can put together a couple of lean-tos or whatever.
And I do think we should go away from the
Who
crater.
wishes to interrogate? Morgan is skilled at interrogation, and if you want Wind to stand over him, what do you want out of this guy? Because he already, basically, Morgan's going to let you know, does he know the combination is going to be obvious?
Right, clearly. Well, we also have someone else who's good at interrogating.
I mean, the real question is, does he know any more than what we already know?
Okay. Yeah. So, effectively... Give me a second.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just realized something. My sword was blinking when the ship was coming closer.
Yeah.
Someone was looking for the ranger.
Yeah.
And my sword was being used as a homing beacon.
Yeah.
Technically, right now, I'm the ranger.
I was hoping you were going to give it to a ranger. Sorry. Because you got 2 in the party, right? No, I'm a monk. I ain't no ranger.
we were assuming at first your father was the ranger she spoke of, right?
Well, he's not even a ranger either.
No, but title or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was your father she was like asking about.
Right, like he had a title or something, and he was the ranger.
Yep. Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
Yeah.
Who's Obi-Wan? Old Ben? Sorry. Oh, I haven't gone by that name. Sorry. All right. We'll stop now.
Well, I definitely want to help with the interrogation. Whoever wants to lead that.
Ooh.
I think we should all stand around and just take turns throwing punches on this motherfucker. I mean, everyone wants a piece of it.
Alrighty. Well, Morgan is doing some of the interrogation. And apparently this guy does not seem to know anything more than some sort of riddle that the Great Khan had given down. It was to let the elements fall as they may.
Fall as they may.
That's the only riddle he's got, is to let the elements fall as they may.
Does that ring a bell for anyone?
I feel like we have 1/3 of what we need to know.
Alphonse, does that mean anything to you?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I think we should let the elements fall as they may. What elements are they referring to?
Just throw them on the ground and see what happens.
Fire, thunder,
Earth.
and
Earth. Looks in her backpack, pulls out one of the rods she's not supposed to have. Oh, and Earth! That was it. No, okay.
Well, I don't know. You have earth, and then you have thunder, and that makes fire.
Oh, good old D&D with its riddles and puzzles.
Fall as they may. Does that help you, Alphonse?
Oh, what are the elements?
Earth, fire, thunder.
And if you were to let them fall, how would they? Eh?
I don't know. I've never seen them fall. Do they
Maybe
fall?
it's a metaphor. Metaphors. Falling. Order. Pattern. How would those elements fall? What pattern could they form?
I mean, I'm looking at the lady who knows about magic.
And we're all looking
roll
at...
to see if I know what's going on here.
I will allow a dice roll to give a clue, because you are the most apt for intelligence. Actually, no, intelligence saving throw. Not arcana. Intelligence saving throw. Yes. That's right. Everything's a saving throw in 5th edition. Intelligence. If these were 3 elements that would exist in our world, how would they be? You have ring spots, a top ring spot, a middle ring spot, and a bottom ring spot. Your elements are earth, thunder, and fire.
I would say earth is on the bottom, but fire could be below it. Do we believe in a hell with fire and brimstone and shit?
Not really.
All below
There's
us?
dimensions and all that kind of stuff.
Do we believe that dimension exists below us? Do people go down to hell in this
Are
world?
the elemental planes on
Elemental planes are all around, so they don't fall into a bottom or a top. No.
well, thunder comes from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So
Earth is bottom, fire's middle, thunder's on top.
All you have to do is set those on one of those rods and press the button and see what happens.
Does anyone have any inspiration points?
I do, in fact, still have it.
So in other words, if Lily is turned to a cindering ash, we have a point we could use to re-roll that moment. All right. There is a safety net.
Let's take a team vote. Does Lily?
We've
Try
just
the
told
rod
him
out.
that I lied, by the way.
Pardon?
We've technically just told Morgan that I lied, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, I
Lied
know.
about-
Well, I literally
quite a
pictured
lot,
Lily
so-
going into her bag and checking what the third one. Oh yeah, Earth, and then putting it back in her bag. I literally had that moment. All right, so.
All right.
So yeah, he's probably got that, but he knows right now making a smart ass remark to you would not be
He's
good.
gonna get him spanked again.
Exactly, you don't get spanked again.
He likes being spanked,
My
but
butt
not
cheek's
by
got
Gollum.
pins and needles in it.
He does not like Gollum spanks.
No, I do not think Gollum spanks. It's on my kink list.
Do we want to do that in the morning, or do we want to do it now?
Gollum spanks?
Does Lily ever wait to push the button?
So you grab one of the rods,
Yeah.
and the bottom ring is,
Earth,
the middle ring is,
fire,
and the top ring is.
thunder.
No problem. Like when you were twisting it before, there's still this little button to press. Do you press the button?
Alpha.
Wait, what if fire represents the sun?
That's what I was thinking. That's why I'm confused on those last two. Now, in this world, do we believe that thunder is below the sun or above the sun?
Good question. Thunder is in the sky.
Is
The
this
sun's
a flat
above.
Earth with a firmament, or do we know like about the planets?
Well, still, the sun is above the clouds, and thunder comes from the clouds.
Okay.
So if fire represented the sun, then yes, it would be above the clouds.
I would like to look at both Morgan and Alphonse to get some input on which of the two they think should go on top.
Da 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 da. Who's the other person? Alphonse and
Morgan.
Morgan?
Master.
Morgan.
Master seems like an educated man, and he's read some shit on this.
He points out that the pictogram of fire seems to be an image of fire having a vertical extension. If it was to represent the sun, the fire would most likely be in more of a ball pattern. The fire is actually like this, hence there looks like there's a bottom to that fire, which would not to him, ergo, fall as the sun.
So fire's in the middle.
I would agree with that. That's my guess. Alfonso. That sounds good.
Okay. I'll push that damn button.
Because technically the sun isn't above you.
Well, yeah, but we don't know that here in this world.
Oh shit.
And I think this was made by magic people of this world or for people of this world who
Is
don't
that council
know
markings
about
on that rod?
space in the planets.
Are those council markings on the rod?
Oh,
I hate
fuck.
to tell you this, Alphonse, but you keep doing that thing that you said you weren't going to do.
Oh, I haven't said anything about tabaxi.
No, what you said you weren't going to do, not the other thing.
Don't remind him that. Just let him speak.
All right, all right. I mean, I want him to be our friend. Just trying to help a brother out.
Oh no, if those are council letters, then that does mean there's a council presence on this planet, which means there must be a council.
I think I know what the council presence is.
Oh, good, we should visit it later then.
We're going to talk to her tomorrow.
Oh! Seen a female council. Long time. Technically,
Don't give
I've
me
only been up for a
ideas,
day.
Alphonse.
Must be in my past soul life.
All right, are we pushing this button? Is it go time?
So, what's the middle one? Fire?
Yes.
Alrighty. You pressing the button?
Yes.
Alright, there's a low hum. And then you start to see a little bit of electricity start crackling off the top ring. You just kind of see little sparks and little arcing of electricity on the top ring. It starts to vibrate a little bit in your hands. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Serious face. Vibrating rod, vibrating rod. Secondly, you just start to see like...
Right, it's a fucking dildo!
The rod, the second ring, seems to have a liquid that coats over top of the fire for a bit, and then it just erupts. It's like a little bit of fire just swirls around. And then you just start to see little diamond pieces start to glint around as you just see rocks and bits and pieces of roughness kind of go. Then there's a giant flash of light, and then the markings on the rod all light up.
Okay,
And
so we're live.
it's odd, though. There are markings on this rod in this writing, and one side of the rod's lettering is brighter than the other for some reason. Like, it's lit, but it seems to be one side of the rod
I
seems to
would
be...
like to change direction to see if that affects it.
Oh, hey, as you do that, the light shifts to the point where the rod's all lit up in one area. And yes, it does, and if you move away...
This is the way we go.
You also notice, if you tilt up and down, the lights on the side change a little bit, too, and apparently you want to go up a little bit. And it's funny, it's just pointing towards the mountains to the south... southeast. It's pointing to the mountains to the southeast. With a bit of a rise, and in that direction.
I think this is the direction we should be heading in after we rest.
I mean, I think that's the direction we were planning to go in anyways eventually.
Is that
Home.
where the council is kept?
I don't know what we're looking for with
Yes.
Good.
That's the direction of home?
Yes, it is, too. On the other side of that entire mountain range.
Hey,
So it looks like Morgan's going to get his wish. We're going to do that on the way.
Yes. For the betterment of the kingdom and the protection of the land and the people.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Yeah, King.
Iron rod covered in liquid. Thank you, Lugnut, for taking it one step further.
He just said what we were all thinking.
So you guys rest for the night. Lily, everyone's asleep. Make any hints?
What are you insinuating?
I just want to know. You can just say yes or no, and then we can cut to the morning. And then I'll just do a private chat with you later. Doot, doot, doot. No, okay. You know my hobby. Shh, shh, shh. All right.
So
Yes or
you're
no?
saying if there is a scene, it is...
Correct. Is there a scene
It's a
that is
special-
not going to be able to show up on
This is
Twitch?
it's behind a paywall.
Well, actually, in cinematic thing, I do believe it's the camera slowly panning up. And then we cut to the next scene. All right.
That does not happen tonight. I
Oh,
may
okay.
like snuggle close, but that is not... His butt hurts. Rude.
Is it because you used the dildo?
Alrighty. And to let you know, Old Spice music, he is a gentleman. He cuddles and just cuddles.
Good, because he didn't need another spanking. I just wanted someone to hold me.
Another suppository. Oh. Alrighty.
Before we cut to the morning,
Oh, yeah. What are you going to
fly
do?
out of my backpack. Can I just pet him and love him and
He starts doing a little roll on his back, scratches his belly type thing.
yeah.
And then a little later, though, you just notice that he's getting some of the snow, and he starts shaping the snow into a circle, and then he's flattening it down, and he's making snow cookies.
It's not the same, though.
And it just melts.
I know. We need cookies.
He's eating these snow cookies with such a sad face.
I know. So, dude.
Your spells are back, everybody. Your spell slots are used. I think most of your I think your detect magic was the one that was using up your spots there, Lily. And Kavina, you've got all your spots back. You can just untick them by clicking. If you've lost arrows in this time, arrows can be retrieved. Some of the rangers can help share out their arrows and all that stuff. So you're back up to your maximum for arrows, those that were using arrows. And now we are brought to a question here. Let me just bring up our beautiful map of the world again. I've got,
I'm leaving the picture of my golem friend up because it makes me happy. He's so adorable.
I'm clicking on I'm clicking on OBS again to try and access the. I was moving some of the stuff away. I'm like, oh wait, that's on. Alrighty. Let's see. Oops.
I can.
Whoops. So hey, the studio audience got to see a nice picture. Alrighty.
I missed it.
Everyone's like watching my list of images.
I totally screen capped Alphonse so he could be my friend forever.
Go. So effectively, you guys are up here, and earlier you were going to head to the capital, which is why it's marked on your map, right? The 5 foot, which is not really 5 feet, you know. Each one of those is about a day's travel. Each hex on this map is about a day's travel on regular terrain. You've got that ranger bullshit going on with you, so until you hit the mountains, and I think even with the mountains, rangers can still do that path. It doesn't have to be your favorite terrain. It can be any terrain for a ranger, that ability. But effectively, 1 square is a day's travel. So you went through your little oak gate from from north of where the capital is in this little area, all the way to where you are here now. Unfortunately, the oak gate took damage in the attack, and the spell to connect to create a portal between the 2 areas has to be done again, and the person that cast it is dead. So, shucky darn, no quick travel back home.
Maybe our new council person friend thing will have a way of getting us to him.
Is there a star partner by?
I don't think there is, but maybe.
Is there a wind rail?
I don't think we have those around here.
Of course you don't! Ha! Neither do we!
Yep.
I mean, unless you can spot one for us.
The wind rail looks a little bit like an aqueduct that the wind rail rides on. Do you see any aqueducts nearby?
No.
You
Fresh
do
out
have
aqueducts.
aqueducts. Oh, okay.
Fresh at aqueducts. What kind of ducks are those?
Must be water-based ducks because it's aqua. Okay. So, you've got the map.
So we're
The
roughly
rod,
2 ways.
if the rod's pointing anywhere, if you take a look at the map, and I'm going to draw a little line to this, the rod is literally pointing in kind of that direction. That does seem to be where the rod is.
I say we follow the rod.
Good. Or, well, we've got enough rangers that if you guys don't want eating twigs and berries for the next little while, you guys don't have to worry about food supplies because they can kind of forage and get supplies for people.
What
And-
about
So
cookies?
kill
We forage for
rabbits
cookies?
and
I think we can actually all do that.
I think
We all kind of sort of grew up in the woods.
All of our Outlanderness can do that.
Outlander bullshit.
I promise not to buy any shrooms off of any weird guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You bought those shrooms?
Shh.
Great, you're living out in the wilderness, there's shrooms everywhere, and they're just happen. It's like you're up in the Arctic. I'm selling ice cubes. Whoo, how much? Sorry.
I wanted something really special for our.
Well, they
meal.
were special. You kind of wondered why the guy was shady when he was cautiously handing you the mushrooms.
He told me they would be okay.
Oh yeah, they were. There was nothing wrong with his mushrooms.
No, there weren't. Those were high quality mushrooms.
So make sure you got on your character sheet your dealer. All right. Okay. Morgan. He really wants to see where this is. He's got to touch base today, so he's got to make this call count. You want to get a hold of River. Do we want to arrange to meet River anywhere? Back home, there's a Wizard's Council. If we have, we could go back to the town that he's, quote, the mayor of currently. That's still going. And we could have her teleported there because a council mage could create a teleportation disc to that town and send her there.
could it teleport us over to him if needed?
Well, we could also ask for a wizard to come across, and then the wizard could then cast the same spell. It's a ritual, so it'll take a while.
I don't trust this motherfucker, but he got a good idea. And he cuddles nice.
Okay, Morgan actually does blush a little bit, but it vanishes at that comment, because he's this cool, and he cuddles well.
Oh, embarrassing him is my new hobby.
The only concern he has is if we jump right back to the capital, we won't be able to get a teleportation to the mountains, because the wizards can only really create the discs to areas they are quite familiar with. The town.
I'm thinking the rod's pointing towards the mountains. I think we should talk to River Star lady and get her input on this, because I think her and Wind have some conversation that needs to be had before we make a decision. But we're gonna do it from I think we want to go to the
Wind,
town.
I think it's in our both interests that when I start talking on this, that you're with me, so you're able to talk as well and speak your mind. You agree with that? He's actually, it's almost like an olive branch is now being handed over to you, Wind. He's actually got that trust me look in his face, so you know he's bullshitting you. But no, he's got a point. He's going to do this. You want to be around when this is being done, so you can just talk freely and all that. Yeah?
Oh, he's gonna be watched when this shit's going down. We're not just gonna let you two go off and
Morgan
run
pauses. No. Wind and I are going to go off and do this on our own.
Lily, you're just going to be jealous. Because me and Morgan, we're
I don't
destined to be
trust
together.
You and Morgan could do whatever you want.
Nope.
Doesn't
Don't want to
interfere
do that.
what I'm gonna do with him. I'm not.
I tried.
Like,
I tried. It didn't work.
possessive.
Nope. I don't want it.
No. He's got that cat going on, like he's got a hairball or something now. It's like,
I don't know if I can trust him alone with you, or what he's gonna try, or what he's gonna
no,
do.
he was just making that comment because you guys kept on doing it every time you wanted to do something. So he was just making the exact same comment you did to see how you guys react to it. And your first reaction is, I don't want you to do that. Oh my gosh, that's exactly how I feel.
Right, but the difference is that we just met you.
And that's different from me
crazy.
just meeting
If you had a friend here that we didn't know very well, and you wanted to talk to your friend in private, we'd respect that shit, motherfucker. Not the same.
With the
That's close to
smackdown.
Okay, fine, let's just talk. Drops an octave. Yeah, okay, fine. All right. So,
Play games with me, child.
at this point, Quinn,
Golem spanking.
he gets a little stone. It just happens to be one of these. He starts spitting out. Quinn.
Are you chanting?
Yeah, because he has to hear Quinn. Hello!
Quinn!
Hello! Stop saying Quinn! There's a delay. Stop saying Quinn! Delay, lag, hold on. You're still saying Quinn! Alright, hello? Okay. Have you stopped saying Quinn? Good. Hello, it's Quinn. What you need? Hello? Morgan? At this point, Morgan's looking up to you. Quinn? Alright. Are we synced? Oh, yes, we seem to be synced. We seem to be synced now. Hold on. Sweetie, the money's on the table. Yes, so, what can I do for you?
Oh my god, did he just hire a hooker?
I didn't interrupt you anything. No, we were just finishing. So, what can I help you with? How did the toxin work for rendering an elf unconscious? Did you try it out yet? At that point, Face Swella's just looking over. It didn't work like you. Oh, damn it! Back to the drawing board then.
Layla would like to know if she can punch a bitch through a stone.
Well, you see, Quinn is the Tinker Gnome. You know, Quinn. You know, for him, you know, his long name is a giant long name, or you could shorten Quinn down to Q, who makes his stuff for him. Spy.
Yeah, Q shit works.
I figured that much.
Anyways, the gnome's like, so, how does it go? By any chance, did you bed that hot elven chick you were telling me? Shh. Oh, sorry.
Dude, he's not James Bond. He can't bet a woman that easily.
I'll let you lead the conversation. Yes, First off, is Counselor River. We need to speak to her, and we also might need to get a hold of a mage to be able to teleport her to the town. The project we were working on has come to fruition, but there's been a few other hang-ups that her expertise, I'm guessing, may be of importance. Oh! Is there someone else there with you? You're talking funny. If there was, you just announced the fact that you know that. Oh, hello, other people. Sorry about that. I'm really a nice guy. Anyways, yes.
I'm waving. He can't see.
Nope, he can't. Nope.
But I'm waving.
All right.
Hot elven
Great.
chick
All right.
over here. Just saying hi.
Okay. All right. Well, what you're gonna have to do?
Hold on a second here. Have you just used a duress word of some sort?
Okay, what background would your character have for a distress word? Or a safe word, at least.
I know Lily.
I read his orcish sex book.
We have Lily as a friend. Of course we have safe word.
I will allow
You
you...
need my fry drop.
I will allow you a wisdom roll, target number 14. Not saying you're right. I'm just going to ask for that to make sense that your character might think that. 14 wisdom saving throw. On the nose. So you can say that, and he just pauses. No, it's Moon Cow.
You just said it.
I know.
On the stone.
Yeah.
On the stone.
Yes.
While we're talking.
Yes. Doesn't matter. Are you having sex with? No, I'm not. All right, then fine. I'm walking down the hall. Good day. Hello. Good day. Yep. We're leaving the communication open. I'm just going down the hall some more. And how are you doing? Very nice dress you have.
Quinn.
I'm sorry. Moving. Talk later. Yes. Suddenly the stone stops glowing. Quinn just went into the king's chamber to the throne room to see if the counselor's in the throne room. Do you know what magics are put up around the throne room?
I can imagine.
We've lost the signal for the day.
I didn't imagine that Quinn was that stupid, though.
Oh, he's not really stupid. He just has way too many ideas going through his head at once. We did say we needed to talk to River. We did mention a wizard to teleport to the town. I think maybe our best interests would be to move to the town.
Want to punch him again.
I'm sorry, he's going to develop a nervous twitch around you.
I feel like we're surrounded by idiot NPCs.
Yes, the villains aren't limited to the goon power available in this roleplay, alright?
Like the user of this stone to communicate between you and the kingdom would know not to walk into there to lose the connection that you can't get back for another day.
Yeah.
Right? I really want to punch you in the face because I feel like you're pulling one on us again.
Not!
Golem spankings.
Whoa, yo, I'm not.
Golem spankings.
Sheila. Callie. Alrighty, so, that being said, he says the best bet is to head back to town. We can be there in half a day, easy, unless you want to stop by the village. Okay, Swella asks if you need her and the Elven Scouts to come with you guys to the town. She personally wants to come with you guys with 3 extra scouts because she does not trust him.
I full-heartedly agree.
I don't trust him either.
She
No,
also
no
thinks
truck.
we may want to bring some of the hunters that specialize in killing humanoids. Humans
Also,
in
can we
particular.
bring some weapons for my new friend Alphonse?
I could get a branch off of a tree. It can be used as a blunt instrument. And I
think
would
we
be
need to
proficient
do
in it.
Something badass looking.
I could
Alphonse.
throw a stone and be proficient in it. I could throw one of you and still be proficient in it.
Please don't throw us yet.
It is good for burning
That
buildings.
might be useful later.
I find it quite useful in a tavern environment.
Yes.
To throw people.
Do you like swords, or do you like bows, Alphonse?
Actually, I do prefer a good rifle.
You prefer a good rifle. I'm not sure we can get you one of those.
Oh, you have rifles here?
I think we got either I think you get a sword or a bow.
What's
I don't
a
think the elves
rifle?
have rifles.
I don't think you have rifles. Rifle's an alien sounding word to you.
What is a rifle?
Well, you know you can rifle through stuff. That's the best you got. Because you're a rogue
No,
and you
I'm
rifle
asking
through
him.
stuff.
I'm asking him. What's a rifle?
Oh, then he looks to you as if you're testing him. I don't know what a rifle is. He gives you the thumbs up.
Damn. By the way, what's this?
You pull the pistol out.
And I pointed at him.
Oh! He instinctively reacts as you point the barrel point to him. Oh, you seem to have found not a rifle, but a pistol. I might as well tell
Can we
you.
use that,
Yes.
Alphonse?
Yes.
Do you know how it works?
Yes, you point it and you pull the trigger. It is
Wind?
considered a simple weapon, so even you could use it. No offense.
Wind?
Yes? Oh,
Can he
I
have one of
pointed it at a tree and shoot it.
all right, no problem.
those? Is it a pew pew laser rifle? Is it a phaser? I have the hiccups.
All right, basically, you just notice the purple-looking crystal kind of clicks and turns a little bit, so one of the facets rotates, and you notice the dimness kind of goes down a little bit on it, and then the little red crystal glows for a bit, and then a little bolt shoots out of red light, just flies right out, hits the tree, and a little bit of fire is coming from the hole it made in the tree.
Never mind, I want it for myself.
Holy shit.
That was magical.
Can I
Yes,
have one?
it is
Use it
quite
to make
magical.
fire.
Pardon?
Can we
use
put
it-
that stuff into this?
The pistol wouldn't... Oh, you hold up... Oh, you have a ranger's sword. That would explain why our ship must have come to your general location. I am sorry, Ranger. I did not mean to give away your identity. No wonder you didn't want me to mention anything about Tabaxi.
Oh my god. Might I ask an off the book question? Is Alphonse a slightly dysfunctional unit that was
He
possibly
is
stolen?
very intelligent. But
Is he
wisdom is a good skill to have with intelligence.
okay? Are all the dogs like this, or is he like like
He was literally born yesterday.
he was the short stick of the dogs?
No, he was born yesterday.
He was born yesterday.
Full of
so-
information and lack of worldly experience.
So we have okay. Short circuit, got it.
We have a baby.
But a smart baby.
We have a baby robot.
I'm only 1 day old.
Oh,
What is
Sorry.
like a ranger like their rangers?
You're not a ranger then, are you? How did you come across? Wait. Were you raiders? Am I loot? from a raid on a ship? I am still sworn to protect you, so you can tell me the truth.
I think that Wynn's father was the ranger, and he took on his father's role, but his father did not have time to give him the knowledge.
Lily?
That's
right. I can't say Lily. Whoops. My protector. Was that the type of conversation that Wynn did not want revealed? See, he's learning quicker than Lily.
I have the feeling that Ship for Brains over there already knows enough by what Alphonse has said, and if he wants to,
All right, Morgan, we're doing a share here. I had no fucking clue about Rangers. I don't know what he's talking about. It's new to me as well. I don't know anything about Rangers. I would gladly share it right now because it could probably get us some headway. And as far as I know, the skill set of Tabaxi, because I'm the one that said it first, I'm just going to point that out. You guys haven't mentioned to me. Is not a skill set that I see on many other people. They use their hands and feet and are skilled without any armor or anything, man. That's all. That's what River's like, right? And that's I'm just saying. So yeah. But he's going to do that. So effectively, he says, maybe we should just, head back to the town. Sure, the elven escort can come with us too. And hopefully, we'll have a wizard and River to talk to.
And if this
and
goes
this also
badly,
sounds like a great spot to
Golem
bring the game.
spankings.
Right?
And if this goes badly, Golem spankings.
Definitely in his best interest that this does not go badly.
Seems like a trap.
I'll look at Morgan and pull out my short sword and say, you better hope it ends with spankings if you cross us.
Am I the official spanker then? And the camera will cut with that one.
Yes.
And we come to an end right there, guys. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed. We are going to conclude here as you guys are going to be heading to the town, taking everyone with you, because trust is number one on our list for everybody here today, isn't it? Ding! And I hope you've enjoyed. And we should be continuing next week. Now, I do know Siren is going to be busy, maybe at least 1 week. We'll keep you guys posted. We will do reruns on days that they might be unavailable. Or I might run her character. It depends at what point in the story. Right now, after this main event has happened, I might be able to run a person and see. We can see from there. But hopefully every Saturday, 7 p.m. continue. I will make sure the link down below for the YouTube if anyone wants to do some catching up of the episodes. And in about, I don't know how long it takes, probably an hour's time or whatever, you should have Chapter 6 available for watch later. Everyone for coming out tonight. Again, I want to thank Siren, BitRabbit, Sheila Bobby, and Butter, the return of Butter. Thank you very much. Morgan is a punching bag. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And are you going to stream anything, Siren? Anything tonight? No?
No, unless you guys want an IRL homework stream.
Ooh, as long as we can do song request. Yeah, no. Okay. All right. Everyone, have a great night. Thank you very much for watching. This concludes Chapter 6, and you actually have seen the freaking title to the series. The freaking Cloak of the Stars. Just going to put it out there. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Take care.